Hi there, my name is Six Fox, and welcome to Heroes of Might and Magic 2. This is the FHeroes edition, and today I am going to be once again deviating from the campaigns. People really like the single scenario playthroughs, and I really want to go into one of my all-time favorite maps. I hope you can hear the excitement and the joy in my voice. This is going to be Ghost Planet 1.1 by Charles Watkins. All of Charles Watkins' maps are terrific. I love them. He was a fantastic, maybe still is, I don't know. I don't know if he's still around making maps or not, but a wonderful map maker, and Ghost Planet is one of my all-time favorites. So let's kind of talk about the map a little bit. It is one of the maps that made it into the expansion gold edition. It is an extra large map. It is gigantic, and it has some tremendous thematic elements. When I think about maps that I love so very much, they are maps that have a lot of story, and so there is going to be a lot of reading from me. If that's not your thing, I totally get it, but there is a lot to be done as far as daily updates. You're going to walk over certain portions of the map, and new story elements are going to come into play. And overall, the ambiance in general is just tremendous, but it's also a tactical nightmare. So I've been told, and I believe that with FHeroes2, that this map is a little bit more broken than it has ever been. So I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be getting into, especially with the new update. We are currently on a new patch. We are on patch, let's see. We are on 1.0.12, and this latest patch has been terrific. The AI is feeling sharp and shiny, and so what we're going to get ourselves into, I'm not quite sure, but let's put this on impossible difficulty. We have the choice between being either the Warlock, Sorceress, or Wizards. We are going to stick with the blue Warlocks. Again, remember this is a extra large map, and folks, let's dive right into Ghost Planet 1.1. Ghost Planet, original map for Heroes of Might and Magic 2 expansion by Charles E. Watkins. Kirach. Your escape pod, the arena, plows into the closest thing to a clearing you could find in this dark, sinister world. Everything goes black as the G-forces suck away your consciousness while you feel yourself tumble out of the ship. As you regain your wits, you notice several of your comrades have already set up camp nearby, protecting a small party of your former passengers who seem to be under attack by locals. Maestro, you hear a gruff voice call. Art thou injured? With some relief, you find that you are not, although you do feel somewhat disoriented by the forbidding landscape around you, the pale, twisted vegetation, and pitiful, starving creatures that scurry over the parched ground. You are pleased to see some of the Minotaur mercenaries have also survived. At least you'll face this strange land with solid infantry. So we start off with Caglistro. Caglistro? Oh boy, there's probably a better way of saying that. Caglistro the Warlock. He's level 1, 3 attack, 0 defense, 3 spell power, 2 knowledge. The reason why we have that 3 attack is because of this Dragon Sword of Dominion. Nice to see that we have the basic leadership along with our scouting and our wisdom. And of course, 10 Minotaurs. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. We have one little town right over here. This is a town that may not be upgraded, but there are some reinforcements here in the town of Ithaca. Looks like we will have access to Griffins and Centaurs. A level 1 mage guild. Dispel, Cure, Curse. That's a terrible mage guild. I can tell you, especially for Ghost Planet. I do wish right off the bat that this was a better map, or a better mage guild anyway. And there is a chance that either of these two starting artifacts are going to be guarded or be required to you pay gold or something of that nature. And if that is the case, then we are going to end up restarting the map. Let's just dive on these real quickly. Nomad's boots, we get them no problem. A nomad trader seeks protection from a tribe of goblins. For your assistance, he gives you a finely crafted pair of boots made from the softest leather. Looking closely, you see fascinating ancient carvings engraved on the leather. That's going to increase our movement on land. And then we find an elaborate container which houses an old vellum scroll. The runes on the container are very old, and the artistry with which it was put together is stunning. As you pull the scroll out, you feel imbued with magical power. That is the teleport spell for our magic book. Zombies, ghosts, zombies, more zombies. Oh my word, what are we up against? It looks like we have some enemies here. We have the hero Milquetoast. I know that that's an actual word. I don't really know what that word means. It's like something, it's like, I think it's like foolhardy or like eccentric in a weird way. But that's an interesting name for that hero, of course. And then there is a Ghost Lord who has a pack of ghosts right off the bat. As you can see, we have some other things going on here. We have Sir Boniface. He's a level 30 yellow hero here. In the version that I'm used to playing, while you are allied with green and red and yellow, you do not actually get to see what your allies are up to. And unfortunately with the FHeroes2, I know that you're not able to attack your allies. And that is a problem, because if this hero gets this sawmill, I'm never going to have access to that sawmill ever again. If he gets access to some of these other mines that are along the way, I'm never going to have access to those ever. So it kind of will benefit me for my friends to end up dying as quickly as possible. It really will, and that feels so bad, that feels so counterintuitive, but if they are holding on to mines, that means I cannot hold on to them. I'm going to take the defense here over any of these spells, or any of these other primary skills. If I took the spell power, I would hope that I would have at least a magic arrow in that level 1 mage guild. We enter the arena, face a pack of vicious lions. We handily defeat them. To the wild cheers of the crowd, impressed by our skill, the aged trainer of the gladiators agrees to train us in a skill of our choice. We are going to take that defense skill. Let's fight these lots of zombies. No problems. What were those things, you wonder? Walking corpses? It was odd how they approached, as if waiting for you to command them, and how they attacked in such a confused manner. You order a search of the bodies, which turns up a few odds and ends. That is the Lucky Rabbit's Foot and a couple of fun little resources. This is one of those times where you step over this patch, and it would be quite easy for us to accidentally miss this one patch. I've played this map a couple of times. I can't say I know all the secrets of Ghost Planet, but I know about that one, so we're not going to avoid that. Glorious Victory, only 2 ghosts, not a problem for any kind of Minotaurs. Again, I cannot interact with my friend Yellow in any way, shape, or form. This indicates that we're going to lose 2 Minotaurs. I do not like that, and I think we can do much better. So this is going to be one of those times where we have to use the terrain to our advantage, and there's plenty of terrain here that we can use. While, of course, if we took damage from all these different stacks of zombies, we would get just crushed. Sure, that's very, very true, but if we can isolate the fights, I think that 10 Minotaurs can actually kill at least 7 zombies at a time, I would say, don't you think? 1, 2, let's see. How do I split this fight up? And as a get out of jail free card, I do have the teleport. My goal is to lose absolutely no troops here in this initial fight. Yeah, I have not done this split very well at all. So we're gonna take one more step back, and I'm gonna end up teleporting. A little bit sad, but the nice thing is that with my mage guild, what else am I going to do? The answer is not much. So we're gonna get our 1 get out of jail free card. We're gonna teleport out of the corner, and let's see if we are able to kill 8 at a time. We're able to. It's gonna be a little bit rough here and there, whether or not we do or don't. Okay. But again, we're just separating these fights. We're just peeling off these zombies so we can fight them one by one. 1, 2. I can fight this fight without any of these other ones reaching. And so in other playthroughs, I just talk about how it's like the most correct way of fighting fights to kind of do these splits. It's not required to be great, but as you can see, we're obviously going to go from losing 2 Minotaurs down to losing none. And that's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. On this map where those are my starting forces and I don't really have much else to my name, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. So we're going to actually head over to these ghosts first and then work our way this way. This graveyard, any chance we're going to take that? I mean, we probably could win, but I think that conserving our troops is going to be more important. So let's hit end on day 1, and from this point, this is all a mystery to me. And this is one of those times where I absolutely wish that I could. I wish I could replay my enemy's turn. A message arrives. Dear strangers, salutations from the Yellow Knights. We are here to assist you in your travels and to resolve any conflicts you may have with the post-mortems. You have been granted a small estate from which you may settle your affairs. If we can be of any further service, do not hesitate to call on us at Graceland. May you rest in peace. Baron Samedi. Interesting. I think that, was it here? Or was it here? It was right here that Orange... Yes, Orange, which was one of the Ghost Lords, ended up losing to a pack of rocks. And so that's good. But then my Ghost Lord here just fought a pack of zombies, and now he has lots of ghosts. That's less than ideal. In a big, big way, that's less than ideal. What you hope for is that your Ghost Lords who are stationed in each of these sections will waste themselves on some enemy. Hopefully, the yellow hero would have taken out the Ghost Lord there. He did not. I don't know what to do with lots of ghosts now. That's way more than we can handle. Again, your attempt to communicate with the natives has led to senseless slaughter. At least, there should be reinforcements waiting at camp. If they're salvaged enough recumbent DNA, the biogenerators should be able to produce an ongoing supply of griffins and centaurs. You'll have to make the minotaurs last, though, especially if you are to meet more inhabitants of what the crew has started calling Ghost Planet. I don't really know here. What's the best deal? I got 250 gold because that's all I generate. All my gold is from this one town here. So 250 gold. Do I take all these troops or not? Because if ghosts get onto these centaurs, I'm just done. But I don't think that I can beat lots of ghosts with minotaurs and griffins anyway. I think that what I hope for is I think that I walk by and I hope that the enemy thinks that I'm stronger and then he just doesn't attack me. I think that that's what I hope for, unfortunately. And then if I lose my town, I lose my town, but I got a little bit of time I can get out. We'll just have to see what we can do because there's no way we can beat lots of ghosts. So let's press on. We approach the stables, no problems there. There's a witch's hut here. This taxling is a cursed poison apple. There's no way I want that, but I will take the witch's hut. I could step on the sawmill, but again, yellow's gotten there first. He's going to get wood and ore, and I have no recourse. Basic estates, that's great. That's a good start. An extra 100 gold on this map is fantastic, because now we go from 250 gold per day to 350 gold per day. That's all right. For free. Absolutely free. I am going to wander right by the Ghost Lord. I'm going to hope that he doesn't attack me. If he does, this map, I've been told again, is a little bit broken because the FHeroes2 AI is just better. This might be an early exit. We will see. No problems. No problems. There you go. Okay. So let's do our best here. Yeah, 48 ghosts against this army. There's no way. And they're probably going to go first. They're going to attack all the centaurs. Now you have 88 ghosts. There's no way we can beat that. So, I'm not even going to fight this fight because there's just no sense. There's no sense. And what that means is that we're now going to just hit the restart on this. Just give it another try. No changes. I'm not going to read anything that we've already read once before. Again, if we run across this where it's 3,000 gold, 5 wood, there is nothing we could do. We just have to restart. I'm going to give myself that mulligan because I just know that that's a concern. So back with the Nomad's Boots, back with our teleport spell. Here, we'll take the defense. No losses here against these zombies. We got a little bit more experience that time. Picking up our Lucky Rabbit's Foot. No problem with these ghosts. Ugh. You know? It may be, actually. If I can find a way to just get to these stables, I think if I can get to the stables, I can actually be the one to take out the Ghost Lord. And if he has just a pack of ghosts, maybe with 10 Minotaurs, I can actually beat him. That might be something we try again. Well, let's just see how this goes, though, for now, because I can't reach. Unfortunately, we are going to have to fight this fight again, and this is going to be much more difficult because there's much less terrain. Thankfully, these two bits of terrain are right next to each other. We're going to let the mutant zombies run across the battlefield. I don't think I can kill 8 in one go. I think that I'm going to have to take 2 swipes at them. 1, yep, and 2, so I'm down 2. 31 hit points left. We're just going to back it up a little bit and see if we can get a good split here. That's not terrible. We're going to end up using our teleport here. Wow. I wish I'd known that. Okay, but we're going to use our teleport to jump on this one zombie here. And so, again, it's an exercise in doing things correctly, but with the teleport, it makes it pretty easy if you're willing to spend the spell points. I suppose I should have checked my mage guild already to see how cautious I should be with using my spells. But that wisdom is actually going to be pretty important, by the way. There's a row of pyramids to the east that we're going to want to take, and those 5th level spells are just too good to pass up. Let's see what happens here before we make any other decisions or any other moves. Because right now we're just kind of workshopping this early game. Yeah, you see orange ends up taking those. Oh boy, ends up taking those zombies. And this is actually bad as well. That is not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen. Oh my gosh, that's not supposed to happen. Purple is supposed to say stuck in this main castle here that you have to take over at the very end. And if they're coming out and if they're doing some damage, holy crap, that breaks the map. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Haste, shield, view mines. It's not great. It's not bad. I'm gonna go out of my way just to get the knowledge and the ore here. And then, well, the witch's hut, it is what it is. Maybe this ghost lord, maybe he is on a tether. You know, maybe he can only move a certain couple of spaces. I think I'm still within his movement range, but maybe I know that he can only patrol a certain area. And maybe I just run right by him rather than try and fight him. I will try one more time just to attack him going from here, but I've got to get from here to here to here in one turn. That means I can't pick up the artifact. I can't pick up the arena. I just have to go, go, go. So there's one. Now I'm starting to lose Minotaurs just again because, you know, some of the fights go. So this early game is going to be a little bit, a little bit funny just for that reason. I think if I wait here, that it'll go 3-3. No, it does not. Okay, skip again. I can take one hit from the enemies without any problem. And then these zombies, I'm going to try and get to split. One goes that way, one goes that way. Guys, come on. Oh my gosh, split. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Yeah, if it's a player, ideally they're not going to be doing that. Your tactical choice to stay together is going to be pretty important. But I am not a player. Nor are they. So I expect them to do certain things in a certain way. Let's see. Let me just take one step here. I can reach the stables, and I think that means I must defeat the Ghost Lord here. I don't love this, but I think it's the best thing for me. In fact, I wish I could get the sawmill and get the Ghost Lord. I think it's the most important thing that I get the Ghost Lord. That really is the most important thing, because this might be the only time that I'm able to defeat this Ghost Lord. It used to be, again, that this guy would do it for you because the ghosts would only try and attack the swordsman. But now the ghosts are smart. Now the ghosts attack the peasants, and so it just doesn't work. Good to know. I can at least win. Oh my word, I can at least win. Splitting the Minotaurs. Bad decision. Bad decision. Good luck. Good luck is nice. We are going to end up... I didn't pick up teleport. So we're going to do the strategy again with another restart because I just don't want to lose all these troops. Yeah, I do not want to lose all these troops. So 3 and 1. Power axe, that's a +2 attack. That's good anyway. But at least I know now that it can be done. But look at the margins. I have 0 movement points left. Well, I got 50 movement points left. And so you've got to hit that perfectly. You've got to ignore your teleporter scroll. You've got to ignore your arena. And now I wonder what yellow's going to do. Let me just see real quick what yellow's going to do. Thankfully, yellow just goes and gets wood and stuff. They do not backtrack. And in fact, maybe this gives me the opportunity at this point to go up. Go here. Yeah, and then go and take this before he can. Perfect. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We've got a new strategy. I'm having to workshop some new strategies here because, again, the FHeroes2 AI is just better. But I truly believe that all these maps are winnable. Cyclops, can I beat a Cyclops? Yes, I can. So we'll take the mobility boots. Remember, we cannot take any of this extra fun stuff. We're going to have to backtrack at a later date. No problems here. No problems here. And this time we do not split the Minotaurs. We keep them close. So, hope we get some good luck here or there. I don't know. I have a curse, but it's not going to help with ghosts. Ghosts don't care. Good luck or good morale is always appreciated. I got good luck. I got good morale. There's a curse. Interesting that they wait to use the curse. Yeah. In this fight, it's just a slobber knocker. And so it must be that you simply hit each other and just bare knuckle brawl. Okay. Okay, I like this. Dang it, that was what I was hoping that we would not see, because if you noticed in the last time, I don't think that this happened. I don't think that this happened last time. Ah, boy. And I was hoping that maybe we could avoid some unpleasantness in that regard. Okay. Surveying the swampy terrain ahead, you are depressed to see even more graveyards and tombs. Maybe you've landed in some sort of funerary district. That fellow in the purple livery certainly was more prone to violence than the Yellow Knight. With champions like Milquetoast, it's no wonder that the local populace is in such a sad state, grubbing out their miserable existence amongst the filth and undead. I agree. I'm going to ignore that one little bit of ore just so I can make sure I get this crystal mine. It is just imperative that he does not take everything. Where'd you get more peasants? Oh, he combined the peasants and then split them off into single stacks. Very wise. Very wise. I'm going to go back because there's all this stuff I can get. I don't think I want to fight hordes of zombies, but I want to get the lean-to. I want to get all this other stuff. So we're going to do that. The one thing that is imperative is that yellow does not take my boat. Fix Fox, where's the boat? Boat's over here. If he goes left over here, that's just fine with me. I'll lose this treasure chest and stuff like that. And that's really because, I don't think I can really stop it anyway. So, lots of zombies. I mean, this is a tough fight now that I only have 6 of my Minotaurs. I got 2 extra. Yeah, I've got 2 extra. Oh, jeez, and it's flat. I got 2 extra attack skill, but ouch. Okay. Well, we're just going to skip twice, and then we'll do things one by one. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. No terrain at all. I have no way of pressing my advantage. I'm just going to end up getting hurt a lot. There's no way I can manipulate my teleport. I don't even have teleport. I don't even have it. If I go down, maybe these guys will run just far enough away. No, look at them. They're staying together. That's so bad. Look at them. They are so smart. Look at the Walking Dead go. Okay. Let's just take our losses. There goes 1 Minotaur. And then this guy's going to go next. And we will kill him on the retaliation. Let's kill 2 to 5. Not good. Oh, that one went first. Oh, well. But unfortunately, like, even though it costs me more troops, and trust me, I'm going to need these troops later. Good morale. Always happy to see it. That'll save me a Minotaur. It is what it is. I think this is just the reality of playing with a wiser, smarter, better AI. Interesting that green there just took out orange. That was well done on their part. By now, your scouts have brought back news on the local power structure. 3 main parties vie for control: a dark college of master liches, a bloodthirsty clan of vampire lords, and an evil alliance of necromancers. Interceding on behalf of the human remnant are the Yellow Knights, who, despite their apparent ineptitude, are good-spirited and said to be vital to the survival of humanity. The ghosts and their lords remain enigmas. Yep, pretty much. I can beat them, so I'm going to go out of my way. Again, the +1 knowledge, that'll be important. We've already talked about the biogenerators, the thematic elements that allow you to get some additional troops here. With 750 gold, I mean, that's a couple more centaurs. I think we'll take centaurs over griffins. And now we're splitting our troops. This map as a kid for me, by the way, was so tough. So tough. It's still tough. Like, even as an adult, it's still pretty tough. But it was impossible because I had not yet learned how to split my troops. And on a map like this, you need a little bit of that. You need a little bit of learning how to make sure that you can combine and adjust. I just took troops where I could, and so it's one of those things where I can appreciate some of the tactical elements that will help make you a better player, because I once did not know what those were. Several ghosts. One other thing, by the way. So purple, there are some places that the enemy purple was originally trapped in the game because there were things like this sign and this skeleton. And the enemies, I mean, you and I would path over the sign or path over the skeleton, and then that would be no problem. And then we just carry on our way. But the AI did not think in those terms. It would say, oh, it's a sign. Oh, it's a skeleton. I've already visited it. Or, oh, it's a sign. I don't really care. And so then they would just look at this as more or less impassable terrain. Now purple, now the AI will path through those sections. So again, talking about places where the map is not quite perfect in that sense. Yeah, that's one of them. I just realized several ghosts. I mean, we have to go through them. We must go through them. But I mean, well, and I needed the centaurs. Oh, but the new AI is going to immediately destroy centaurs. Wow. But the AI is going to immediately destroy centaurs. I don't have much else I can do here. Can I get around the ghosts and just attack the peasants? Perhaps. Oh, thank goodness I can. I thought I had to go through those ghosts, but no, I can go through the fairy rings to avoid that. I am going to have to go through these ghosts, and that is going to present some of the problems that we've already talked about, but so be it. I didn't pick up the arena, did I? And the teleport. At this point, that was just a mistake that we're going to have to live with, because I just don't have time to go back. I need to hit some certain marks before other people do. So we'll lose our centaurs. Ha! Necromancy on Ghost Planet. Let me actually think about that. That's an interesting choice. Let me think for just 1 second. And the reason I'm thinking is because this is a very unique opportunity. There are many places where you can have peasants. And if you're fighting peasants, you have a good chance of raising lots of skeletons. And in this way, you're able to generate more troops for yourselves. This is going to sound crazy. I think we take necromancy. How often do you see me do that? The answer is not that often at all. But 4 skeletons at a time, it doesn't sound like much, but there's going to be some times where I'm going to be able to let some peasants just stick around, and that'll feel okay. I really need to get to my boat, which is right here. I don't think I can get there before the new week anyway, and this witch's hut is a little bit interesting to me. It intrigues me, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait just a little bit longer and suffer. Oh, unless you've been here a week now and it strikes you that most of the natives you've encountered were already dead or undead, whatever that means. The ones the men call zombies seem to be animated corpses, some of which have been induced to mutate into a faster, more gruesome variety. You wonder whether these zombies are organized into some sort of local militia, and whether they'd follow orders better than your own men. Interesting. If he goes south, I don't think he's going to attack the ghosts that are guarding that boat. Yellow is just a pain. Just a pain. Because it's day 7, I'm going to stay on this water wheel. Any amount of gold is going to be nice. I was not going to get the Medusa anyway. But just worth noting, I have to land here to get to this hill fort. That might be tactical later. We need to get to this boat here and then to this boat here. Because there's a jail here that's going to give us a holy hammer and 10 master swordsmen. Where are the master swordsmen going to fit in my army? I don't know yet. We'll find out. And this really hurts my heart. Your allies and the enemy, they soak up so many of your Ghost Planet resources. And it just hurts my heart because it's like, no, those are mine. Leave them alone. And they didn't used to do that. And that does make the map tougher. Especially because, again, unless red or green are defeated, any mines that they claim are just mines that I never can claim again. What did you just do? Did you just scuttle a boat? I think that purple came out of the town, and I think that there was a red hero there, and they just scuttled the boat. I think that's what happened. With this army, can I defeat zombies? I think so. I mean, I know I can defeat them, just are the losses acceptable is kind of my question. Because I have those extra skeletons, and the skeletons can just kind of send it, I think we're gonna do that actually. More than anything, I need the experience to get expert wisdom. I really need to get lucky. I must have expert wisdom sooner rather than later. So let's fight this fight. It says it's gonna cost us a lot. Remember that the rogues were free, quote unquote. And if we're gonna kind of commit to having skeletons here, then okay, all right. It might be worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be worth it for us to make sure that we keep that stack there. We are suffering because we have troops of 3 alignments, one of which is undead, and the undead, of course, bring their own negative morale penalty. We do have a few spells anyways. I'm gonna let the skeletons take the hit here, and then we're going to advance now. So let's kill here. Let's kill here. And let's just pile on and just take out one whole stack. 13 Minotaurs can do way more damage than just the 20 zombies, but still. There is no better use of my time, I fear. Let's do this bloodlust. Yeah, and any damage that goes on my Minotaurs just feels so bad. Which mutant zombie is this? I think it's this one? No, it's this one. I'm having trouble keeping track of where the enemy's going to move or attack next. Yeah, as much as possible, let's keep the Minotaurs alive. At this point, there's not much else I can do. The fight is just kind of shaken out in this way. A couple of centaurs going down is not the end of the world. Not my favorite thing, but not the end of the world. Ugh, that's bad though. Okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna hit Q. The fight is over. Did I lose more or less? Losing 4 Minotaurs was a big problem, but we got the wisdom, so this is doable. Plus 4 spell power with the arcane necklace. That was totally worth it. It feels so bad, but that was absolutely worth it. Lots of rogues guard us here. I am gonna go out of my way to get the sign. Alcatraz, 20 leagues east. Apparently, this is 20 leagues, which gives me a very weird sense of space in this map, because that just doesn't seem like that should be 20 leagues. But maybe that gives you a sense of scale and helps you understand, like, oh yeah, the heroes are really doing all this. This is how far they're moving. Wait one darn second. No. No. Oh, she can't beat the water elementals, but if she lands and dies, I don't think there's room for another boat to land. If she lands and ruins this for me, I'm going to go insane. I'm going to lose my mind. Don't do it. I got 5,000 gold. We already got our wisdom, but we're going to take the experience there. If she lands, Okay, okay, that I can handle. That I can handle. Your research team reports that there are pockets of what appears to be remains of an elder magic, overwhelmed by the dark energies that now encircle Ghost Planet. However, in places where the magic was most powerful in the days of old, there are still enclaves of light and beauty protected by the ancient forces. Tapping those energies could enable you to establish a suitable stronghold for maintaining a foothold on Ghost Planet. I will tell you now that those are up to the north. I'm guessing that there's nothing in the sea chest because she just walked right by it. Let's see if I'm right. Never mind. I do know that it would have been 2-3 months ago that the FHeroes2 team was talking about how they did fix that. They didn't like that the AI would ignore pockets like that. Or they wouldn't ignore flotsam, they wouldn't ignore sea chests if they knew that they were empty. I'm glad that they've made that change. That feels good for everybody involved. Yeah, purple is just kicking butt. And that's not the way that I remember this map playing out in the past. Okay, lots of losses, but this is a must-win fight. Because again, this will give us our second hero. And that increased flexibility will allow us to have somebody who can just go across the map for us. And it's imperative that we get that to our name. I do hope I get more leadership, or I get some, I don't know. Maybe I can get some artifacts for my morale, because I'm just so scared that I'm going to lose my Minotaur's turn. I don't want to take the damage onto the Griffins. I'm going to skip. Like that. When your main powerhouse unit just doesn't get to go, that feels so bad. So bad. This is the last time that the Centaurs are going to get to go, I fear. Let's Bloodlust here. Let's attack here. Yep. Not good. If I go here, they're still going to have a route to get to my Centaurs. Or I can just cover up the Centaurs entirely, but lose out on the damage. I'm going to lose out on the damage and just, I don't know, retreat a little bit. I'm even going to retreat with the Minotaurs. Right now, I'm for sure going to lose one, and that feels bad. But if I don't retreat, I'm going to lose maybe more. So I don't love these choices, but these are the choices that are before us. Thankfully, the Griffins are going to attack everybody, which is nice. I should have bloodlusted the Griffins, probably, now that I think about it. Raise their attack skill. Let them do some bonus damage. Yeah. And have them just attack these other troops. The Minotaurs will deal with this one stack here. And they once again lose their morale. But they only have 11 hit points left. And yet those 11 hit points now could have been worse. They could have been taking 2 extra shots from everybody else, and they did not. Maybe this time they're going to get to go. Nice. Okay. So yeah, losing one Minotaur feels much better. One skeleton back. I don't think one skeleton's actually going to be worth it. We're going to take the pathfinding. You do end up being on some snow and things like that in this map, so that's going to be important. Yeah, I don't think that one skeleton's worth it. That raises your morale from a -1 up to a +1. So that's a big swing. You complete your second week on Ghost Planet and give thanks that so far confirmed sightings of Ghost have been blessedly rare, and the few encountered were in small enough packs to be withstood. All that will change over time, you realize, as the ranks of the Ghost Pack swell with newly risen spirits. Maybe you should be more aggressive about eliminating them now, before they overwhelm you? But who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Okay, so this is Fontayne the Knight. He has 20. Oh, it's 20 Master Swordsmen. Oh, I thought it was only 10. But most importantly to me, he's got this Holy Hammer, which is your +5 to attack skill. He's a good hero. I mean, level 8, diplomacy, leadership, ballistics, wisdom. This is, of course, you know, a done from scratch hero. I mean, nobody starts off with diplomacy as their first skill, right? So, get to know that he is tailor-made for this map, and in my eyes, he is tailor-made in the sense that he is a walking, talking human who can go and pick up all this for me. And that is his job. Absolutely, that's his job. Okay. Nothing else really matters. That's weird. My game, I don't know if you could see that, my game started to lag a little bit. All of a sudden the enemies were going very, very slow. Very slow indeed. Huh. I'm a little surprised. So purple wandered right through here, but they decided not to attack with their few bone dragons. They decided not to just destroy red. I kind of wanted them to destroy red. I kind of did. Fix Fox, that's your ally. Yeah, I'm aware. And I want them to put up a decent fight and then be gone. Unless they're going to give me all of their resources before they go, they are pretty useless to me. Ugh. And they're just collecting pockets of resources up there. That's so sad. Things like in here, oh, Pandora, she's going to get this shipwreck survivor, the Flotsam. Hopefully she leaves the bottles because I like the story elements with the bottles, but bleh. I don't love it. Mage's Ring, that's +2 from that shipwreck survivor. That's good. I'm saying to myself, look, we are already at 11 spell power. We're gonna get access to some excellent, excellent spells. Trust me, we will. Maybe, you know, maybe we just roll this map with magic. I think that this map was formative for my Heroes of Might and Magic experience in the sense that I say to myself how important magic is. I think that this is one of those maps where magic is the difference between winning and losing. I really do. And I mean, maybe we're off to the best possible start for that strategy. You're never going to get a whole ton of troops, right? It's going to be a real struggle. +1 for the Giant's Flail. And yet, we will have to wait and see what spells we get at those pyramids. By the way, if we get Dimension Door, we are totally using it. I know that generally in my playthroughs, I don't use Town Portal or Dimension Door. Ghost Planet, especially with the new AI, it's just insane, and there's no choice, there's no chance. If you feel cheated by that, I sincerely apologize. But I only apologize one time and never again, because that's just the way that the cookie crumbles on this map. This map has my utmost respect. I'm not underestimating it in any way, shape, or form. No sirree. Okay. Yeah, this map might be unwinnable and we just don't know it. It really might be, just with the way that the purple player has taken some activity up here. It is quite possible that this map is already unwinnable and I just don't know it. We're going to have to eventually get Sir Boniface freed up. But even he, I don't know, with his paladins and his crusaders, I don't know what he can or can't beat. It's going to be really tough to say. I could land here, but if I land here, I think that we're going to get swallowed up immediately by the enemy. And so I don't want to land. And I definitely don't want to land just to give them a boat. There are plenty of things we can do out on the high seas over here or over here. So this is one of those maps where if you follow me and you've watched me do a couple of other playthroughs, I always say check your corners. This map is, again, part of the reason why, because of the formative experience, that I say check your corners. Because there is something in every single corner of this map. On the water, anyway. Wow, purple is so aggressive. And they're doing so well. I think that this is where I want to land. I think. Yes, this is where I want to land. This is where I need to land. Priorities. I need a Dimension Door for sure. And I really need a Resurrect True, which is why you get these onks of reincarnation here and then like one more over there, I think. If you don't get those, you're going to be feeling pretty bad. I just realized Fontayne does have these artifacts. I think he's got time to go out of his way this way and then come back. It will catch up with him eventually. Even yellow is playing great, and yellow is usually just a complete and utter pushover. What in the world? Week 3, your research team reports that the ecology of Ghost Planet is a response to a sharp shift in the sun's radiation into the ultraviolet spectrum. This accounts for the eerie black light during the day and the glowing mists at night. It also explains the changes in vegetation. Photosynthesis outside of the green band is something of a miracle in itself. However, the long-term effects of a diet of such mutated plant life are currently unknown. Okay, so there's going to be pyramid, 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 and there's going to be a castle over here. We are probably not going to be able to take that castle, unfortunately. I think that Anna is just a little too tough for us to deal with at the moment. Let's pick up the artifact now. That'll give me time to think. A fierce windstorm reveals an entrance to a buried tomb. Your investigation reveals that the tomb has already been looted, but the thieves overlooked an ankh on a silver chain in the dark. Great. We're going to go into this first fight with good morale because we have no skeletons. I think... Let me think. I have Bloodlust. And so if I keep my troops actually together, I can Bloodlust one full stack of Master Swordsmen, and that might be the best thing for me. There's no guarantee I can win this fight, especially because I have no other like offensive spells. And there's no real great offensive 5th level spells here unless you want to Armageddon yourself. There's no Implosion. You know, Chain Lightning is a level 4 spell, but this is the best way we have to move forward. We're going to take some losses. I think this is very necessary. You come upon the pyramid of a great and ancient king. We are tempted to search it for treasure, but all the old stories warn of fearful curses and undead guardians. Will we search? Yes, we will. Shiz. Okay. Really? We can't even beat them right now. Maybe. Let's Bloodlust now, because we got plenty of spell power. It's going to last forever. These Vampire Lords are going to fly in. I'm going to hope that they're going to fly right here, do some damage, and then we're just going to work on them with the rest of my troops here. Okay, one at a time, not bad. I think I just sacrificed the Centaurs and let them take the retaliation while the rest of these troops go on in. Okay, and then I do have a cure for 55 hit points. Not worth it at this time. Let's do another Bloodlust. And we must bring down one full stack of Vampire Lords at a time. Down to 3. Wow, Royal Mummies are so fast. Maybe I kill 3. I do kill 3. And then maybe I think I step up. But I don't think I attack the Vampire Lords with these Griffins right now. I think I want to get some damage down. I accept that there's going to be some losses. I think we attack here. There goes a curse. That curse is going to be nasty. It's going to be so nasty. Let's see. 3 to 5. Yeah, I think we have to do it. We want to get as lucky as we can. We killed 5. That was great. Yes, 1 revived, but we killed 5. So good. Oh no. I guess that doesn't matter. The Minotaurs are going to attack this Royal Mummy right here. We are cursed though, and that's a huge curse. Our damage falls off of a cliff. Okay, but there's no retaliation there, so there's our next bet. Have they retaliated? I think that we attacked, yeah, so we want to kill that one Vampire Lord back. Thankfully, the Master Swordsman... Oh, because Bloodlust only lasts for 3 turns, I forgot. Bloodlust is one of those spells that's not tied to your spell power. A Bless will last for 11 turns when you have 11 spell power. A Bloodlust will always last for only 3 turns, regardless of your spell power. If I have 11 spell power, 3 turns. If I have 1 spell power, 1 turn. Why is that? Well, it makes it a really good spell for barbarians who might only ever have 1 spell power. So, you know, there's some very interesting use cases for it. Did you see that? Those mummies were hoping that they could curse my Master Swordsman. I am very glad that they did not get the chance. I will kill 3 here. And then we're going to figure out what to do with these 10 over here in just a second. Yeah, we're going to win this fight. We got to get something good. We simply must get something great as far as spells go. Otherwise, we are just up the creek without a paddle. Oh boy. Okay, so these are our losses. All the Centaurs, 9 of the Master Swordsmen, 3 of the Minotaurs, 2 Griffins. We're not going to be able to take another pyramid, so what we get here is going to be very, very important. With all of our spell power and with the knowledge that we have, plus the Artesian Spring, I would actually love to see a summon elemental. I would love to see a summon elemental. That is my hope actually here. 5 skeletons, don't really care. Logistics. It's such a great spell, but not now. I needed something with combat because I cannot take another one of these fights. Okay. Wow. I think I hop back in the, well, since we're here, let's explore. Let's just explore. Maybe there's something on this island I've forgotten about. I know that there's nomads you can hire in the right corner of this little island we're on. Maybe we go and we hire nomads. Can I get to the nomads without a boat? I don't recall. I don't recall. Let's find out. Last night, your dreams were disturbed by an ominous figure in a dark cloak. In a deep, lisping voice, he whispers a tale of other worlds, some ruled by elder gods of might and magic, others by all too human tyrants and kings. Amid the maelstrom shines a brave new world, a refuge of order in the chaos of the universe. As you gape at this newfound planet, this blue-green pearl, you become aware of other, more sinister watchers. Who could that be? I know the Sphinx. I know the Sphinx. It's just been years since I've done the Sphinx. I believe it's a reference to J.R.R. Tolkien. I have a riddle for you. The Sphinx says, answer correctly and you shall be rewarded. Answer incorrectly and you shall be eaten. Do I accept the challenge? I do. I am a box with no corner or side. I hold a golden treasure inside. What am I? The answer is, of course, I'll give you a second just to think about it if you're not sure. I am a box with no corner or side. I hold a golden treasure inside. Who am I? What am I? If you guessed egg, you are correct. And so we will take our +1 attack and defense, and we'll take the 5,000 gold. Looking somewhat disappointed, the Sphinx sighs. You've answered my riddle. Here's your reward. Now be gone. So be it. This castle is a good castle, just to kind of have to start off with, but is guarded by a big, scary warrior woman. And I don't think I can beat her, not with these forces I currently have. I do wonder, and because we do have many scouts abroad, perhaps we will be able to see an option in just 1 second. Again, your rest is broken by your dark visitor. This time he shows you Ghost Planet of a bygone era, one of joy and plenty, a world of learning and enchantment. As you watch, its very life essence seems to be drawn away, leaving rough stones and ashes where once grew green fields and mighty trees. You see the sun shrink in the sky, its yellow rays replaced by an unearthly violet haze. So, this jail is in a bad spot because purple is right freaking here. But I know that right here is an opportunity, along with this artifact and this, to pick up a hero who is tremendous. And more importantly than the hero themselves, because they're just as good or better than Fontayne, our secondary hero right now, they come with 2 dragons. I think that they're red dragons, but all the same, dragons. Okay. Empty. Drat. Drat, another empty bottle. Another empty. Empty. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Let's see. There's Anna. Yeah, lots, few. I think that that's like in the 40 range as far as Medusa she has. It's not great. The nice thing is that with the town portal, we can potentially... Wait, hold on. Why can't I use town portal? Returns the hero to a town or castle of choice. Is it because I'm out of movement points? It's because I'm out of movement points. That's why I can't use it now. But if I am able to hire some troops, beat Anna, and then I can go back, I can pick up Griffins. It's something anyway. I've got some gold. That might be the best thing for me. Wow. Yellow is actually clearing out all this stuff that I later eventually come back to. But as you can see, I'm just not strong enough. I'm just not strong enough. Maybe these nomads will change that for me. Maybe I should have gone and gotten the nomads first. This section is also really valuable because red tent, green tent, blue tent, we'll get all those in just a second. We will get them before we leave this little area. Empty drat. So there's all these bottles here, and in the very corner, you sail into the corner of the map and you find a great treasure. You also get the idea of trying the other corners of the world to see what treasure may lie there. Yes, indeed. So Astrolabe, that's actually one of the few times I'm very happy to see the Astrolabe. So we can travel very, very fast. Okay, so we're going to avoid this area. We're going to sail straight up for this artifact and to see if we can spring this hero from her jail. The likelihood is low, but There's a possibility. We will see. And unfortunately, we are kind of not against the clock, but we are against time all the same, because purple grows stronger all the time, and all of these advantages that are logistically found on the adventure map are dwindling as enemies and heroes of an allied disposition alike are taking them one by one. We're gonna need all of these nomads. That is 40 nomads. Is that gonna be able to really turn the battle for me? Is that gonna help me pick up another pyramid? Probably not, but it will help me take out Anna, and then I can kind of go from there. I think that's gonna be my best bet. Okay, yellow's back in the water. What I really don't want is I really don't want purple to get into the water, and I really want yellow and everybody to avoid these isles over here, just north of my Samedi castle, my little play box here, because there's much to be had if you can get it, and I really want to keep it. It's fairly sparse, but it's worthwhile. Okay, +1 attack skill, and for the first time we're going to pick up an obelisk here. The obelisk is made of a type of stone that we've never seen before. Staring at it intensely, the smooth surface suddenly changes to an inscription. The inscription is a piece of a lost ancient map. Quickly, we copy down the piece, and the inscription vanishes as abruptly as it appeared. Looks like the ultimate artifact is going to be north of our position. That's worth knowing. Okay, so we're going to pick up the blue tent now and the green tent. I think it's best to go Oasis, green tent out. I think that'll give me the most movement points, and I want to stop by that, if for no other reason than I want to get the +1 morale. The Oasis is good for movement, it's good for morale as well. So, +1 morale, green tent. And this map, I've mentioned when we talked about the changes with FHeroes2, where you don't have to remember like a password and then manually enter them. Some of my best experiences as a kid were remembering and just having a notepad. I still have a notepad by my computer just for this exact kind of thing, and being able to go and deal with whatever enemies I come across, whatever things I need to remember. And this map features a lot of these tents and a lot of these barriers, and if you forget and you have to go back to a tent, that sucks so bad. So you write them down, and that of course is not a change, not something that we need to do anymore. FHeroes2, and that's because of course FHeroes2 is played in many different languages. It's been translated many times over, and so letters and different characters from different languages. How would the developers find a way to make all that mesh and work? It's just could not really happen. And so they made the appropriate choice of making it so you do not have to remember the passwords. Some people love that change and some people don't. I'm in the middle. I'm neutral. Either way, it doesn't really hurt my feelings either way. Week 4. Your research team now believes that if the sun's radiation can somehow be redirected back into the normal spectrum, Ghost Planet could be set right. They also believe the UV shift is being caused by a magical vortex in operation on Ghost Planet itself. Find the vortex and arrange to close it, and the white light of the sun will shine once more, driving the ghosts from this world. I think that sounds like a great idea, and I will tell you right now that vortex of power is up in this general direction. So, I don't think we are going to get any stronger. I think this is as strong of an army as we're going to get. I'm hoping that the nomads, they are not as strong as Medusa, and yet this is as good of an army as I have. I think I'm going to split the Griffins, so that way maybe I can take some extra retaliation just with one of those extra troops. Well, no, because I want to Bloodlust 40 nomads. Let me think. Medusa are a 4-speed creature. Yeah, let's do it just like this. And then we have to win this fight, and then we have to beat whatever's behind her. 46. So many Medusa. And 40 nomads are just on stack up. 35 hit points, 6 to 10 damage, 20 hit points, 2 to 5 damage. We do have some spells. We have Bloodlusts. They're going to last for 3 turns. I think that it's going to matter. So let's do it this way. Let's bring all of our troops kind of into this close formation. These petrifications are going to be just the worst. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I really wanted this Griffin that's going to take the retaliation. This one extra stack needed to be a Nomad and not a Griffin. I do believe. We're going to attack next turn, not this turn. That'll let us bloodlust everybody and then just keep the bloodlusts here on these 3 troops. So skip, 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 skip. Okay. Now we're back around. One last bloodlust. We do have a cure, so if we get petrified, we do have, I don't want to say a get out of jail free card, but we have an opportunity anyway. We're going to do 152 to 380 damage. We have the 12 attack. She's got 6 attack, 4 defense. I don't think that Anna has any spells. Good morale, Irish luck. Ugh. But yeah, this is Anna Bang the Knight. I think that now is the time to attack. We kill 5. We actually did about the minimum amount of damage we possibly could have. We did 184 damage. She did 471. That is bull crap. That is just the worst. And no amount of good morale is going to make me feel better about that. Especially when Petrifies come out like that. Ugh. Medusa are such a good unit. They're a good unit. Okay. At least we're taking out those extra groups. Yeah, but with 35 Medusa left, there's no chance. There's 0 chance that we're going to do well on this map. There goes the Nomads. They were our pride and joy. They were our big hope. That ain't gonna happen anymore. Okay. So we are going to end up using the autosave here because I don't see the point in restarting all the way from scratch. I just don't. A cure is best in this situation. I don't remember her having 47 Medusa, by the way. That's a lot of Medusa. That's so many. We did much better than the AI said we would, by the way, though. Okay, so let's load game, and she's on patrol, so she's not going to jump out at us and try and attack us, which feels okay. How to do this? How to do this? I don't think that there's anything to the south here. I mean, yeah, there's these mines, there's these trolls, City of the Dead. I think that that will allow you to recruit power liches. Just regular liches anyway. Tell you what, we are going to get this observation tower here. Look at these trees of knowledge. There's much knowledge to be had. Okay. We're going to get back into the boat. We're probably going to set off. We're going to try and get these 2 dragons. If we get the dragons, we can maybe do something fun. And if I have multiple heroes kind of making that transfer, I think that we can get the dragons before the enemy dismantles us. Because again, purple is right next to that prison. Oh no, there's purple. Purple's going to get that first. Because purple is just so active. Oh no. There's ruins here. I do not hold out hope. I think you have to land. Can you just walk right there? I don't know. I do not know if you can just walk right there or not. I'm going to plan on them being able to walk, and I'm just going to see if I can pick up this mobility compass. Because it's such a good artifact. We will see what Joe Josh does. If they get that jail, I'm at a little bit of a loss for words. Well, they didn't take it. Maybe you do have to land. So far, attempts to negotiate with Necromancer's Guild have been met with bloody rejections. However, the vampires and liches seem more willing to discuss passage through their territories. You realize that this may be more out of respect for your ability to tip the local balance of power than from a genuine desire for peace. That seems reasonable to me. An old man claiming to be an inventor asks you to try his latest invention. He then hands you a compass. Land and sea, extra movement. We're just gonna hop right back in the boat. There's a treasure chest there. I am going to ignore that for now. If Joe Josh, let's see, if Joe Josh were to summon a boat, we'd be in big trouble. We would be able to get away because we have the Astrolabe of Mobility and the True Compass, but I'm aware that that is a possible problem. I don't know. How much gold do I have? I got plenty of gold. I say that we take these Medusa. 9, 18. Is that enough to win this fight up here? I don't think so. Is it enough to beat up this City of the Dead? Probably. We're going to let these throngs of peasants stay for now. How about this? Is this enough to beat these pyramids? And the answer is definitely yes. So I think that we do that. As we head back to our boat, we take these pyramids with these additional troops. We're still going to incur some losses, but we're just trying to make something happen here. Okay. Okay. And I am a little bit cautious about picking up all these onks. I think I'm going to... I think I'll have time to pick these up, and then if I need to, I can meet up with Fontayne, because that is my plan anyway. Gold Watch doubles the effectiveness of my hypnotize spells. That's a big meh. That's a big who cares. Burma Shave. I've never understood that reference. Burma Shave. What that bottle is trying to tell me, I do not know. Okay. This bottle is very interesting though. Oh, this bottle contains a map. Too bad it also contains a lot of water. The enemy here, Lilith, she could land right on top of my face. Why can I not land here? What has happened? I'm supposed to be able to land right there because you cannot get the jail, I think, from the north side. I didn't think so anyway. Joe Josh is here at Surf City. Oh dear, he's got a boat. That's not good. And we must escape. I think that we have overstayed our welcome. It's time to go. It's time to go. If he hops in the boat, that's going to be a problem. I don't think he can reach me here. I'm right next to the coast, but I don't think he can get me, which is good. And yellow has taken another strategic opportunity from me. This time that opportunity being this town right here. Thebes. And you walk away with, you get the opportunity to get the Minotaur Kings and some more of these troops. Feels great. Feels so good. Love to see that. Okay. Let's try and not end our turn right next to the coast, but let's continue to explore and just see what else is out here for us. Again, we will pick up these artifacts. The Ankh, we've already read that before. Let's hope we can get a nice 5th level spell here. It's going to be a victory, and the losses look way better than they did in times prior. Who do we bloodlust? Because surely we will bloodlust. I think we do bloodlust our biggest stack. We just go right to the very middle, so that way everybody kind of can collapse moving forward. Let's go here. 3 vampires go down, 1 gets revived. 2 to 3 is going to go down. And then I think that the Medusas can equip themselves quite nicely. 9? You killed 9? That is not normal. I don't think. Medusas are a good unit, but they're not that tough. 20 attack skill? Yeah, I mean, they're... Yeah, but they do 6 to 10 damage. That's really what the thing is that they're basically a Minotaur, but better. And as far as damage goes, they're basically a Minotaur with the chances to petrify. That's a Medusa for you. So with that being said, let's just bloodlust them. These mummies are probably going to be able to get down the battlefield quickly. Yep. We're going to back off the 4 hit point Minotaurs and let the Medusa clean house. Let them take some hits. Oh, I guess I might as well get the first hit here. With the good luck. No bloodlust, that has already worn off. And then one more Medusa goes down. I don't think we even lost another Medusa there. Yes, one more did go down. Okay. Yeah, but these losses are way better than the previous fights were. Take the logistics. Damn. That hurts. That's so bad. Well, we must do this again. We certainly must. There's no way around it. We are still gonna Bloodlust. This time we're gonna Bloodlust the Medusa. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Here. And here. And here. And here. Yeah, maybe we just got amazing luck that first time. I don't know. Tough to say. I would like to say I didn't even like those griffins anyway, but I kinda did. And just seeing them go down feels really bad. Okay. I need like a haste. Truly I do. I need like a haste, or I need something that can just help me. I need more utility spells. So Bloodlust is not bad, but it's not gonna be, it's not doing it for me. Okay. So 4 Medusa that time. Ouch. Big ouch. Okay. We're gonna take the ballistics. Ugh. Hypnotize is such a bad spell. These pyramids, I just didn't get lucky with these pyramids. Ideally, I would have gotten, yes, I would have gotten the town portal, but then I would have also gotten at least Resurrect True or some kind of summon elemental. That feels really bad. That was my opportunity to do something amazing, and I just didn't have it come in clutch. And I'm not very optimistic about my chances moving forward. There's these other pyramids over here, but what's the likelihood I'm going to be able to get up there without suffering major losses along the way? And the answer is, I think, very, very little. The other thing that could be worthwhile for me is perhaps I get the ultimate artifact. I think that it's going to be on these isles, again, directly north of my sand castle. I say it's my sand castle. It's not until I defeat Anna. But as far as spell points go, 64 out of 70, that's plenty. Let's see if we can get some good spells here. And we're going to trade off the Onks because they're just not going to help me right now. We're going to take both of the movement items because we have Hypnotize. Sure, why not? We can now hypnotize up to what, 650 hit points worth of creatures? Okay, like, yeah, I guess. It just doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. I'm gonna keep the +1 attack out just because I don't want to have to deal with coming across some good artifacts and not being able to get them. Fontayne, his job is going to be to stay on the ocean, explore, help me make the best decisions, and then also pick up freebies. Maybe there's like I think there's like a sawmill out here somewhere that I'm going to want to get. Those losses are totally acceptable. We're going to get rid of the skeletons. I thought that we'd have something nice happen with these skeletons. I thought that we'd have something, you know, a big stack of skeletons, and oh yeah, we're going to roll Ghost Planet, not with ghosts, but with skeletons. Nope. Does not look like that's going to be the way that we're going to do this. Week 5, your analysts report that the creatures that you have been calling ghosts are definitely not the spirits of the dead, but otherworldly parasites that prey on the life essence of mortals. This explains their ability to increase their ranks by attacking the undead. It does not, however, explain their presence here or how they may be defeated. Good to know. Good to know. +1. Yeah, the story elements are so good in this map. View towns. I don't think View towns is going to help me. Give me a combat spell, please. All this spell power. 16 spell power and you can't even use it. That's a problem. Where I come from, we call that a problem. Remind me. Okay, obelisks that we can get. We've gotten this one. There's not a lot of obelisks on this map. Here's one here. Any others? There's one here. There's one here. So I think that, and there's one here. I think that that's actually going to be Fontayne's new job, is to kind of clear through here. Well, there's a trick, I know, and it's going to take me way far out of my way. But I think that that's going to be the best thing for me. I'm going to send Fontayne over to the Magellans Maps. Yep, to the Magellans Maps, and there is one to the north of our position. Air Summoning Altar. We've got the gold, we need the troops. That might be the best thing for us. Do I pick up these trees of knowledge now? I think no, I think I wait. Just because I'm going to be able to get them eventually. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. I think we just wait. And we'll come back for it later. Oh, there's Reef right here. You can land right here, but it's going to take you 2 turns. I think that we go straight for these Air Summoning Altars. Pick up the troops, and we'll figure out what to do later. So let's go grab this. Oops. Oh, Caligstro, he will grab that in just a little bit. And we're going to head straight for the Magellans Maps. That's going to help me a lot. Unless we get accosted by some enemies along the way, which is quite possible. Notice that we started off in this area, and we have pretty much abandoned it. If the enemy takes our town of Ithaca, though, we're gonna be in major problems. Like we're gonna have a real mess on our hands. Serenity Pendant. I like Serenity Pendant. I just don't know how worthwhile that's gonna be for me at this time. Okay, lots of air elementals, I hope. White stone pillars support a roof that rises up to the sky. As you enter the structure, the dead air of the outside gives way to a whirling gust that almost pushes you back out. The air current materializes into a barely visible form. The creature asks in what can only be described as a loud whisper, "Why have you come? Are you here to call upon the forces of air?" Yes, I have. 19. That's actually pretty good. I like air elementals. They're a good troop anyway. And we already have... Now we have 3 neutral creatures in our army, so our morale is just normal with our leadership. Overall, have we built a good hero here? I think so. I don't think I really care about generating sulfur. I'll go out of my way for it, but only really because there's a trading post here. I mean, you know, getting materials for later might be worthwhile. The entrance to the cave is dark and foul and smelling. Will I enter? Yes, I will. You find a powerful and grotesque demon in the cave. Today it rasps. You will fight and surely die, but I will give you the choice of deaths. You may fight me or you may fight my servants. Do you prefer to fight my servants? Yes, I do. No problems. 2,500 gold. Sure, why not? And then Fontayne continues the long journey. Throng of peasants. I don't think you can even land anywhere there. There's just peasants chilling with the mandrakes. Oh, Eye of the Magi, excuse me. There's halfling holes, there's centaur caves, there's sprite trees. What do you call those? Tree houses? Oh gosh. Oh no, wait, that was not a dimension door, that was a summon boat. I always, in the heat of the moment, I always get those confused. I don't think I really care about a sawmill, especially since I do have a sawmill. I now have an ore mine somewhere. I lost this sawmill, but I got this ore mine, that crystal mine. I picked up an ore mine somewhere else. Okay. Stick to the plan. We'll come back maybe for these free troops. I just don't want to take the time to land. Not at the moment. Thankfully, there are still some opportunities out here on the map, but I just fear that the longer that this map goes, the less there's going to be for me. I don't think I need the spell power. Let's go pick up the Shipwreck Survivor. And we will see what's in this bottom right corner. It's not going to be something really useful for me, but it'll be okay. At least I don't think it'll be useful for me yet because I don't think I've gotten the tents necessary to fully access that island that is in the bottom right. +2 spell power. We're picking up spell power. We're doing just fine with that. I am going to pick up this tree. Yeah, I'm going to pick up this tree just because it's kind of out of the way. And then I'll pick up these bits of attack. And we continue north through the Bering Strait. Do not land. And someone pointed out on the FHeroes2 server, they indicated that in other iterations of Heroes of Might and Magic that you can share obelisks that have been found with your allies. That is not the case here in Heroes 2. Whether or not that will be a change implemented in the future is unknown at this time. I don't think anyone has made a decision one way or the other on that. But the enemy landed over by that obelisk, or my ally did actually, and that's not going to actually help me. Week 6, reading on objects recovered from the Elder regions leads your experts to believe that those regions may be much larger than you previously expected. The key, you are told, is knowing the passwords to the colored magical portals. You are told that there are 8 colors in all, each matched by a hermit's tent somewhere on the planet. Okay. Free experience, we'll take it. We'll take the scouting. We'll take the scouting. So avoid these centaurs for now, and then go straight into Magellans Maps. A retired captain living on this refurbished fishing platform offers to sell you maps of the sea he made in his younger days for 1,000 gold. Do you wish to buy the maps? I do. And look at all this. And this gives us a good understanding of what is out and about. And in some cases, some minor clues as to what can be found here on the high seas. Things like these pyramids, I don't think that those were visited. Not by Pandora, maybe by Pandora. And then over here, a gold tent. That tent's gonna be pretty important. But for me, if Pandora's over here, I think that's gonna be my best thing I can do for Fontayne to head back over this way. I'll pick up, should I pick up the centaurs? I'll pick up the centaurs. It's gonna be free troops. I'll spend the time to get free troops here, costly troops here, free and costly troops here, and then free troops here. We're gonna have to go all the way around. We'll pick up shipwreck survivors and the likes. I think that there's an opportunity if I land over here or maybe over here to get one of the artifacts for the breastplate of Andrin. So one of the artifacts for the artifacts of Andrin, and I think it is the breastplate. Black Dragon growth is up. I don't think that matters. I don't think it might matter. We're gonna take all these free stats along the coast. The problem is right now, obviously, is that we just may have a good, nice, strong hero, but my level 10 hero, oh, he's so great. Yeah, look at Green's hero. Our ally is level 16, so she's fantastic. 20 spell power, 13 defense, 6 attack. So am I really that good? No, not really. It's really going to come down to troops and stuff. But if Green is big, bad, and tough, maybe they can help fight my battle for me. Maybe my allies will prove useful after all. Maybe it's not a mistake to let them go and do some damage. Maybe. Just maybe. +1 knowledge, +1 defense, +1 knowledge. Excellent. We'll go pick up the mercenary camps as well. Centaurs, that's 44. That's up to 83, and we'll see what else we can get here. Oh boy, I hope that my allies actually do not go to that island in the upper left. That island could potentially be very important for me. Could be. Maybe not. Maybe I'm placing too much importance on it. Thematically, though, it's pretty nice because up here is some valuable things. Like a place you can get some free dragons. Hey, dragons are nice. They are a renewable resource. There's that summoned boat. Could you imagine if, because you're allied, you step out of a boat on this bit of land here, and your ally summons your boat, and then you are stuck? Could you imagine how upsetting that would be? Oh, it's an allied boat. Yeah, I'm just gonna borrow this. I really need this allied boat, please. Thank you. Yeah, what was I supposed to do now? As I'm stuck there with no summon boat. Okay, so this is of course an excellent little island, but I do not have the aqua barrier. I have red, green, and blue. I do not have orange or aqua. Those are going to come later, but a good little spit of land, absolutely. So, where to head now? I do want this obelisk. I don't know, maybe I can figure out where the ultimate artifact is. Maybe I can just get kind of lucky. With this, there's no way. That's a little bit of information. I need more than that, but I do think that it's here to the north somewhere. North of this exact position anyway. Continuing to pick up some additional troops. They're not going to be great. They're going to be there. What are you doing? This is the home of the Shadowcaster. I don't think you're going to be able to defeat a horde of genies, but the fact that you're kind of in this area is a little bit upsetting because I don't even want you to try. Don't even think that that's a possibility, buddy. That's not yours, that's mine. I'm so entitled, have you noticed? Like, this is an example when I talk about Heroes of Might and Magic 2, and people discuss the differences between FHeroes2 to Heroes of Might and Magic 2, and specifically when talking about the AI, I've said in the past, I say to people, well, how about you don't think of this in terms of better or worse? Think of it just in terms of different. And I'm doing a bad job of thinking of this in terms of different right now. I should be thinking of it in different terms entirely, of just like, well, this is just what you should expect from the FHeroes2, but I'm stuck in the mud. I'm saying, no, it's not working the way I anticipated, and it's making the map harder for me, and they're stealing my resources, and just that entitled little bit of bad vibes is coming out there. I need to change, so I will change. Week 7, your tactical staff reports that the ghost packs are growing markedly stronger, almost in reflection to your own gains in strength. They project a 14% increase in strength on a weekly basis. How can you resist such a force unless you also find a way to command the spirit legions? Interesting indeed. Another obelisk. Okay, from this we could probably actually figure out. We could actually probably do this now. One sec. I'm guessing it's in this area here. So there's going to be a little alcove with a tree. And then... Yep, I think we found it. I think it's right here. 2 obelisks in, and I think I found it. Is there a little path right there? There is. Yep, I think it's right here, actually. So we're going to make a beeline for that section right there. The way that this ultimate artifact works, I believe, is that it is placed, and then it says the artifact will be within a certain radius. And I think that in this case, it's pretty much like a 30 pace radius. Sometimes it's over here, sometimes it's over here, sometimes it's up here, over here. But I think it's on this island right here. Dirty tactic for me to know that? Sure. Overwhelming odds? Absolutely. Let's deal with our overwhelming odds and go from there. Every trick in the book. Gargoyles are up. Your sleep is interrupted by a gruff whisper. Invader, you do not realize what your actions have brought upon this ravaged world. Is it not enough that the natural order has turned against itself and the populace has been reduced to a marginal remnant? Must you also impose your own brand of order on the countryside? Count the dead in the wake of your passing and ask again whether you are a force for life or death. Somebody is letting us have it. They are telling us why we are the scum of the earth. Who could that person be? Tough to say. 136 sprites. Treehouse here, 193. Again, we're finding some good troops on the open seas, and they're going to be pretty important. Maybe with all these troops, we could actually defeat Anna. Maybe. You again toss in your sleep. Conqueror? Is that how you see yourself? Comes a low, grinding whisper. By some divine right, do you rationalize the horrid path of destruction you have cut across this world? What of your conquest? A handful of ruined towns, some meager resources, and, of course, a generous helping of treasures, the life savings of an impoverished people offered up in desperation to sate the mighty conqueror. Man, this guy is just letting us know that we are not a good person. Fontayne will continue. Tonight you stay awake, hoping to avoid your dream. This time a hooded figure appears briefly just beyond the periphery of your vision, and the whisper has become a raspy voice. Call me Shadowcaster, he growls. I am beginning to believe you have some potential after all. A conscience is a heavy burden in times like these. You may have it in you to do what must be done, but for now, you lack the strength. Aw, well, that's a much better tone than he originally struck with us. We are happy for it. Oh dear, we have one slot left. We're gonna have to wait on that shipwreck survivor. Yes, we must wait. Okay. Horde of griffins, that's a lot of griffins. Do I need to wait for 160 halflings and all of these sprites and stuff? I've got air elementals. Oh, you know what? Tell you what, we're just gonna go do a little bit of exploring around here. Genies. Genies, that's good. That's really good. We're going to do a little bit of exploring, and then we're going to actually have Fontayne... he's already in the boat. He's going to go around the long way. We're going to land. We're not going to take Tripoli, because I don't think we can beat it, and we're actually going to end up giving up the Minotaurs for Genies. Sucks. I hate it, but that's probably just the best bet for me. So, do I have gems? I think I should. Yeah, I've got 31 gems. That'll be enough. And it's so sad because those Minotaurs have been great for us, but I just don't have a better way to deal with these things at this time. I do not. Let's head back around. It's going to take quite some time. Let's dismiss our Minotaurs. Yeah. Bye, friends. 2 genies, 6 genies total, definitely worth it, no doubt. I really wish I knew what was in this town. I mean, it looks like it's free, but I'm guessing that it's very, very heavily guarded. I really don't want to abuse the autosave. I really don't. So I'm going to not fight that fight. I'm going to assume it's just too hot to handle, and we will come back at a later date. Okay. Yeah, if this is the first time you've ever watched my playthroughs, this is not a usual playthrough. For the campaigns, I do have some very strict rules, and I don't feel bad about sticking to them through thick and thin. But otherwise, on these kind of secondary playthroughs, there's been a little bit of change here and there, and that doesn't hurt my heart too much. It really doesn't. I don't want these playthroughs to be cheapened, but I do recognize that it's not as fun sometimes. So for example, if every single time I have to completely restart a map, people don't want to see the same map be restarted, 2 hours in every single time. I wouldn't anyway. I really don't think I would. So thankfully we don't end up running into that problem too often, but if we were to, that would be just something to consider. Time to get rid of the Master Swordsman in favor of the Centaurs. Time to get rid of... Jeez. I mean, Sprites and Halflings are really good units, but I think that the Nomads are going to go in favor of the Sprites. And this is actually a really strong army. Air Elementals? 172 Halflings? I don't want to have two shooters I have to deal with, I think. So for now, Fontaine's just going to stick here. Any other artifacts that he needs to pick up? Oh, we're going to take the luck, unfortunately. It's one of the few great things I got going for me. But it's just, it's hard for me to give up a +2 to something. You know, +2 to spell power or something like that. Maybe I should. You know what, I'll give up a +2 spell power for now because I don't have an offensive spell. So what does it matter at the moment? Later on I can make a change, but for now, let's do it that way. And let's attack these griffins with these additional troops. Hello. One genie. I don't see how we're going to do much better than that, but let's try. Can I hypnotize? Oh, I can. 850 points of of hypnotize is actually a lot of hypnotize. So those griffins are going to get to go first. They don't actually do a lot of damage, but they did kind of get rid of some of these other troops for me. 10 to 12. Let's kill 11 there. And we will save the genies. That's nice. That's really nice, actually. So sprites are going to make sure they have no retaliation there. Yeah, save a genie. Sure, why not? Yeah, maybe I underestimated Hypnotize. Maybe this is the first time ever that Hypnotize is going to be the killer awesome spell for me. And hey, let's be real. It's all I got. So we might as well use what we have. Fontayne, I do want to get Fontayne up there. Oh my gosh, that's Rialdo. Rialdo is scary. I don't want to deal with Rialdo. We're going to run right over here and land. Nope, 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 nope. I do not want to lose Fontayne. There's no way that that's going to be reasonably good for me. Maybe I can once again save another genie. 65. I don't think that saving spell points right now is going to matter for this reason. If Rialdo is our next big fight, Rialdo is not going to care about a Hypnotize because he looks to have lots of undead troops. So, just something to consider. Let's kill a full 6. 34 damage, 16 left. And then here goes this. Okay, no problems. And then I think if I step here that there's an artifact I find. Nice. Legendary Scepter adds +2 to all attributes. A small, well-tended graveyard has 6 small plots decoding the headstones you discover buried treasure there. Very nice. Very nice. And then we're going to end up just digging up this whole beach until we find the ultimate artifact. But we only have 1 slot left, so we are not going to pick up treasure chests. We are not going to pick up the graveyard here. Wait, there's an artifact right here? Oh, no. Oh, no. I hope, very, very much so, I hope that the artifact does not end up being, I don't know if the artifact can be under treasure. I don't think that that's how that works. Maybe that's how that works. I don't know. I do not know. So we're going to start digging basically here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Well, you can't have 2 overlapping bubbles, can you? I don't know. We're going to spend a lot of time digging here, though. And then hopefully Fontayne can get back into the boat. Yeah, it looks like Rialdo's going the other way. We're going to let that happen. A little sad that we never picked up that Shipwreck Survivor. Month of the Plague. I was really wanting to use these griffins at some point. Maybe that's better for me. Maybe I just don't know it. But I doubt it. I doubt it. When you're the little dog, though, Month of the Plague is always better for you. Let's be real about that. It's always better for you. So, we're going to continue to let it be better for us. But, yeah. Oh, they're going to clear out that cache over there. We're not going to get there in time. And the reason why it's better for you, as the little dog, is because any troops that they might have had in their castles, there's a chance, especially with the way that the AI is working these days, there's a chance that they just don't have enough gold to purchase all the things that they would like to purchase. And so they're going to end up leaving some extras just around. And that's okay. No digging. Hold on. Digging okay. Let's dig there. Maybe we can land. I don't think he can reach me. Wow. There are sounds of ghosts. The nice thing is that we do have the town portal spell, so if we need a get out of jail free card, we have it. But I think that the enemy is quite quickly catching on to my presence. Once again, you discern a hooded figure at the limit of your perception. If you listen for me, you will not be able to hear, rumbles the clockwork voice of the Shadowcaster. Other allies can be found through similar acts of deliberate inattention. For instance, there is far more to the Yellow Knights than most allow. Their fortress must be preserved against the time of the final confrontation. Without their aid, your cause suffers more than you know. And that's because Sir Boniface here, if he is allowed to live and remain, he's going to be a force for good. Big force for good. I think I can... Oh, my goodness. Can I only just barely land? I can barely land. I can't get the shipwreck survivor and land. We do want to land here. And we're going to dig. That's not going to be it. Trees. Digging okay, digging okay. Oh, no. If the enemy lands here, we are not feeling very good. They don't land. I'm okay with that in a big way. Second night, Shadowcaster raises the issue of undead armies. Have you considered the long and short-term implications of adding selected undead to your following? They are as close to a renewable force as you will find in this world, and by now it should be evident they are often willing to join you in the pursuit of their image of greater glory. Perhaps they deserve that chance, whatever one's prejudices are against the unliving. It's a good point, it's a good point. Maybe. We'll take the luck, we'll take the... Oh, we'll take the spiked helm for now. We're gonna go pick up this artifact, whatever it is. We're gonna let this guy do it. Oh, Black Pearl. Rumors of a griffin of unusual size preying upon the countryside lead you to its cave lair. A quick, brutal fight dispatches the beast, and a search of its foul nest turns up a huge Black Pearl. +2 knowledge, +2 spell power. That's excellent. While we're here, we might as well take this. We'll take the Pathfinding Traveler's Boots. Massive. Massive. And so now we're going to readjust. In terms of importance, Astrolabe is most important. Not Astrolabe. True Compass of Mobility. I think we give up the Astrolabe. I think we're going to keep the Gold Watch. We're for sure going to keep the Holy Hammer and the +4. We're going to keep the... Basically, it's +2/+2. We will keep the Legendary Scepter as well. That's +2/+2/+2. We'll keep the +3. And so right now we have 2 slots open. I think that, I don't know, with 22 spell power, with no offensive spells, I think we once again get rid of that and just try and leave our options open. This is really a struggle. Really a struggle. And something I would not argue against having. No digging here. Okay. Some people will tell you, they'll say, well, I wish that there was more or less elements from other Heroes games present. They will specifically say things like, well, the backpack in Heroes 3, so that way you could have many artifacts on you and then pick and choose which ones are best for you. I don't necessarily feel like that is a change that should happen. I don't think that's, I don't want to say it's not a worthwhile change. Sure, it's a change that you could make and it could be considered a quality of life buff. But I really think that in the interest of trying to keep the game intact, I mean, this is more of a restoration and more of a modification. FHeroes2 is more of a restoration and less of a modification in my mind. I know that people often say, oh, FHeroes2 modification. It's a rebuild of the engine from the ground up. It's a rebuild of the game from the ground up, just with a couple of nice bonuses. But a backpack, it feels like, is outside of the scope of this rebuild. This reimagining. No, it's not even a reimagining. This resurrection, let's call it that. Shadowcaster seems eager to resume last night's instruction. Ghosts are a mighty foe, because of their special power to reproduce. Given time, they must ultimately prevail, so it may be advisable to recruit some of one's own, at least to offset their advantage. Of course, that's just another step down the path you have followed since you arrived here. Perhaps it is your destiny as well. Perhaps. I'm not going to leave this island until I find this artifact. Digging okay, digging okay. We both have room here, you and I? Yes, we do, we do. After this, though, where am I going to go? I'm probably going to go back onto the ocean, set sail. I'll go around the horn and probably head for these pyramids and hope I can get lucky. That's really what's going to come down to. There's got to be a little bit of luck, unfortunately, because when there's overwhelming odds, you have to have a certain degree of luck. After spending many hours digging here, you have uncovered the ultimate cloak of protection. That is tremendous, plus 12 defense. I would much rather have this or the sword more than the knowledge or the spell power, really. Combat stats, I just value those more. And now all of a sudden we have a tremendous hero. We went from 3 defense up to 12, up to 15. That's amazing. That's amazing. And so now I'm starting to feel like, okay, we're getting some ground. Fights like this one, we can take it now. We really can. So let's plan on doing that. Let's still keep one artifact slot open in our army, and we will figure out what to do with that later. But there's going to come a point where we're probably going to end up saying, well, we're just kind of out of slots. We're out of special stuff. And so be it. Okay, so we're in the water. We are going to be in the water in a second, and then it will be Fontayne that picks up that shipwreck survivor. I do think that there's the breastplate of Andrin in here, unless the enemy already picked it up. I'm going to go a little bit out of my way just to see. Just to see. I might land with Fontayne just to pick up that lighthouse. It feels like it could be worthwhile for me. I think it's the equivalent of having the stables on 24/7, just over ocean. Aha! Breastplate of Andrin. Perfect. The enemies have not taken it, and that extra +5 in defense is going to be very, very well worth it. We have the one slot open. We're going to take that. A horde of gargoyles. Yeah, we can defeat them, and we will defeat them. That +5 defense is just too much to consider giving up. Obelisks are no longer important to us. Of course. Lucky Rabbit's Foot. I love luck. I really do. But unfortunately, I think that luck tends to be one of those artifacts that just falls off in value once you're looking at +5 attack and +4 spell power and things of that nature. One thing we haven't gotten to yet at all is the Northern Territories. If you notice on the mini-map, I like that the AI is doing that, by the way. They're just taking one step here and there just to see what they can find. Everything north of this line, this last, I don't know, I want to call it like 20% of the map up here, this is all stuff that is currently unexplored, but there's stuff going on up there. We just have to get to it. Okay. You come upon a sign. It reads, "Here lies the body of Andrin. Bow and swear fealty, and you shall be rewarded." You decide to do as it says. As you stand up, you feel a coldness against your skin. Looking down, you find that you are suddenly wearing a gleaming ornate breastplate. +5 defense. This is a pretty good hero. And how many movement points do we start off with? We have nearly 3,000 movement points. Oh my goodness. Tell you what, there's a gold mine here. There's some things we can do. I don't know if Fontayne can actually get into this land. Maybe if we go through the excavation. No, you have to go back into the boat to kind of get in and around. Because we have the town portal spell, maybe picking up Carpathia is going to be worth our time. And because we have so many great combat stats, I don't think it's going to really hurt me. I think that there's maybe a town right here and a town right here. No town right there. No slots to pick up artifacts, so we're not going to worry about the graveyard. Gold mine, though. Observation tower. Aha, here they are. Transylvania and Carpathia. it's going to be definitely worth our time to set ourselves up for long-term success, picking up these 3 towns. And again, even if the enemies come back and take them, since we have the town portal spell, we are going to be okay. The problem is that then we transport back, and then what? Well, you got to pick up one of these boats because we do not have a summon boat spell. Lots of vampire lords. Carpathia is also going to be heavily contested. We are big and scary, though. We're going to hope that we are just that terrifying. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. Maybe I only suppose that we are big and scary. Okay, let's see. Oh, no problem. 1 vampire and all these peasants? Not a problem. Leadership. Very happy to see the leadership. That offsets my mixed troops by a lot. And let's see. There's a mage guild. And that's a good mage guild. And then looks like we can eventually get some vampire lords. They are a good troop. They are a very good troop. Happy to see finally for the first time an offensive spell. Cold Ray, Cold Ring. Huge! And the Identify Hero is not a sloppy spell either. I think that there might be another mage guild here in Transylvania. Let's go and get that. Once again, 3rd level spell. Blind. Excellent. Dragon Slayer. Okay, we're feeling better. We're feeling much better about the way this is going. And we're going to slowly be accruing these vampire lords. They can be a force for good later. All this gold we currently have, and yet I'm still wondering if it's going to be worth it to pick up like abandoned mines and things like that. Maybe they will be, maybe they won't be. For now, I'm going to save the throngs of peasants just in case something nifty happens later. I do want to pick up these mercenary camps. I do want to pick up this orange tent, and I think I can if I go through these wolves. So let's do that now. If for no other reason than they are just worth experience to me. Maybe I have to go through the water wheel and go around. I think that's what it is. So let's do that. Fontayne is continuing to pick up some of this extra stuff. Hey, that's like our 3rd onk. 1, 2, 3 onks. We didn't even pick up this onk down here. There's 4 onks here. If we had 1 true resurrect, we would be in such good position. We'd be so good. Oh. But alas, we will have to worry later about true resurrect. I really think that those pyramids is going to be that opportunity. Well, I'm going to have enough resources. If I go back and I defeat Anna, I can build up that castle. Red player's been vanquished. Oh dear. You try to sleep, but once more, your slumbers are disturbed by the deep urgings of the Shadowcaster. To oppose the necromancers, you are going to need help. Do you suppose you can reach an understanding with either the liches or the vampires? Both are quite refined in their own way, and both fear the rise of the Necromancers Guild. Visit their strongholds, and you'll undoubtedly find better armies than the Walking Dead you've met so far. With red down, that's actually good. That's actually good. So we might consider landing over here and taking all of this sooner rather than later. Okay. +1 attack. +1 attack. Ignoring the witch's hut. But this is very important. Orange Traveler's Tent. I think that I now have to start keeping track of which tents I have visited. I visited half. So we've got, what do we have? We have OJ, red, blue, and green. That's 4. I know that there's a gold tent up here, and I know that over here there's brown, and there's teal somewhere. There's teal somewhere. We'll find out that later. Okay. Town there. I think that the enemies are coming around. Yeah, Rialdo might be coming right for me, and I don't love the sound of that. It's a little bit scary to consider that he might be wanting to attack me. I'm level 14 now. It's probably not a bad idea to pick up these trees of knowledge. There's Zom. Zounds of Ghosts. That is not a fight that I want. I do not want Zom. I do not want any part of him. I want him to continue to sail around and to waste time, but I do not want to mess with Zom until I absolutely have to. Let's see where he goes. What Zom does is going to determine whether or not we land and try to take that castle, or whether we do something else. The enemy is just exploring, just spending time in boats. Second night. Necromancy takes a toll on the spirit of the caster. but is the quickest way to build an army. The peasants and zombies that fill the countryside would make easy prey for a conquering necromancer, rumbles the Shadowcaster in his deepest voice. If you do not take advantage of such abundant resources, perhaps you should consider measures to prevent others from doing what you will not. This is that example. If this guy uses his Zounds of Ghosts to destroy these throngs of peasants, then his ghost numbers just grow more and more and more, right? Here's the thing. I, at this point, have failed in preventing him from getting all these ghosts. So it's my job now to save the throngs of peasants and find a way to get ghosts myself. That is my new hope. I suppose that I should have considered, with the advanced diplomacy, maybe Fontayne. Maybe I missed out here. Maybe I'm only just realizing this after all these years of playing Ghost Planet. Maybe Fontayne needs to attack ghosts so he can use his diplomacy advantage. So that way you can get ghosts in that way. That was a mistake on my part. I wholly accept responsibility for that mistake. It's not, you know, a for sure. But it's a reasonable possibility. Hordes are probably too much. Lots. We can get over here. We might be in a good way. We're going to go around the long way this way. And see what we can find there. I don't know. Zom is not landing yet. I'm going to land right here. I'll sneak in, I'll take the castle, and I'll come back out and I'll figure out what to do. And the whole reason I'm going to do that is because I can build up a mage guild from 0 to 5. And then maybe I get a nice spell. And that might be worth it to me. It'll depend on the 5th level spell, of course. Tonight your sleep is uninterrupted. Strange, the Shadowcaster has always come on 3 consecutive nights before. His power ebbs. Okay, so we're heading north, up and around. I do wish I had more heroes, so that way I could kind of spread out a little bit more. Damn! We cannot beat Zom. You cannot beat him. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you how little we can beat him. We're going to abuse the autosave just so I can show you. 544 ghosts. Yeah, no way. Not to mention 32 bone dragons, but it's just not happening. There's just no possible way. My one spell could help hypnotize hydras. Oh well, kind of a deal. So there's just no opportunity there. But you know what? 544 is actually not that bad. Like, all things considered, 544 is not that bad. Maybe. I do try and destroy these throngs of peasants so that they do not get ghosted. You can't go here, I don't think. I think you gotta go all the way around. I'm going to... I don't know. What's he gonna do? I don't know, but I'm gonna take out these peasants so that he cannot get them. If he gets them, that's just a big problem for me. Okay, and then we're going to escape back into our boat before he's able to do anything. I'm guessing he's going to clear out all this, and then what'll he do? I cannot say. I do not know. Fontayne continues. Oh yeah, that's my friend. I'm having trouble keeping track of who's who. Hi. What's going on, buddy? Actually, I'm guessing that purple and orange are allied, which is great, because then he's not going to attack Anna, he's not going to get that castle. That's actually great for me, I just realized. That's way better than otherwise I thought it would be. I think that that's yellow. I have to check. I might have messed up. Oh. Just as you are about to awaken, you think you can make out the Shadowcaster's voice. Time for me to run out my fate, he growls. So hustle your fastest ship to my island in the northwest. I've got what you need to get us both out of here, and that's the last you hear of him. I think that we can beat Rialdo. The skeletons are not my favorite thing to deal with, but I think we can beat him in general. I think we're actually going to land, so that way I can pick up some of these trees of knowledge first. And then I'll attack. And then that way he doesn't get skeletons from the peasants. It feels okay to me. This guy right here. There he is. There's my boy. There's that guy. You know, there's my little pog champ. Never saying that again. If you want to close the video down, I understand. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I would consider closing it down too. It's been real. It's been fun. Okay. What happened to Pandora? What happened to Pandora? We're going to take the Eagle Eye here, just because I think that Necromancy was just a mistake. We'll take the Scouting, take the Leadership, take the Luck. Now we'll take the Expert Eagle Eye. Okay. And so now we are, I don't want to say max level, but at 19, we've got a tremendous hero. We're going to get back in the boat. Looks like he got back in the boat too, which is just fine for me. This is sad over here though. Purple is going to get into this whirlpool. We need to find a way to get over here as quickly as possible. We need to land because Joe Josh cannot be allowed to divulge this area of its resources. I must prevent him from ruining my day. Thankfully, orange does not have the brown tent. Because they'd be just escaping from their little area of solitude. I want them to stay stuck as long as they possibly can. We will come back. There you are. Pandora's just sitting there. Pandora, what are you doing? What are you doing? You are one of the toughest heroes anybody could ask for. What are you doing? Okay. What were we doing here, though? I forget. Oh, we were trying to find ghosts. And so we were going to land, like, over here and hope that our army was big enough to encourage some ghosts to join us with our diplomacy. Because even a few ghosts can win the day for us. And we were going to use that diplomacy. That's what we were going to do. Okay, okay. Interesting. Not a bad choice. Not my favorite, but not a bad choice. Week of the Lizard, we're in our boat, and I am trying to get over here as quickly as I possibly can. Rialdo is still a thorn in my side. Oh, I can land over here. I'm gonna land closer because I really just want to get through this whirlpool. It's what I want to do. And then continue on your way. Not having a castle by now. Usually I've defeated Anna and I've moved on my way. It just hasn't worked out that way so far. There are some castles I can take to the north here of that position that we just saw, where those 3 lighthouses are. Oh, there's Zom. Run! But if we have to wait, we have to wait. Remember, we do have a get out of jail free card because we have our town portal. So we can be very not cautious. We can be very extreme in what we do. And that'll be okay. A pack of ghosts. I think that this army is big enough that they might want to join us. We're going to get rid of the rogues, though. Definitely get rid of the rogues, and we'll figure out what to do. If I can get even just a few of the ghosts to join, we'll be in great shape. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, the AI is just too smart, and so now they are breaking the map. You're not supposed to do that. Lilith, you're not supposed to go through here. Do not get the brown tent. If they get the brown tent, we're in trouble. I think that Lilith is actually on the leash, though. I think she can only kind of patrol in this area, Park Place and Boardwalk. I think, I hope, I don't know though. Oh, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Ever hot lava rock. Plus 50% to fire spells. The ground here feels warmer, and not just because of the campfires. It is as if the air itself is more active, charged with heightened potential energy. A search at the entrance to the graveyard uncovers a magical rock that suddenly spins and points due south. Due south. What is due south? Thebes? I guess Thebes is literally due south. And then there's this town of Fair Park. Huh. Okay. We're gonna have to find out next turn if that's gonna be something or not. I think I want to take out this town actually, just so I can say I have it and then have another place to teleport to. And then maybe I go back and maybe I can get that pyramid? Finally we get this arena. Yeah, with Zom skulking around, we're just gonna have to play off of him and be responsive to whatever he does. And I do want to get a whole ton of spell points here, so I shall. From the Artesian Spring, and I am gonna give that pyramid a shot. I've got the pathfinding, I've got the logistics, I've got these movement items. It's only one day out of my way to make that happen, and then I can continue on my merry way. Fingers crossed. Please join me. That's so sad. That is so sad. Ugh. Oh, great. You want to follow me, but nobody else does. I think I get rid of the skeletons here. Horde of Ghosts is not going to want to join me, and a Horde of Ghosts is going to roll right through the halflings. You got to get back in the boat and find some other ghosts to try and join you. There's not a whole lot left on the map, though, is the problem. Lots. This is maybe my last chance. Get back in the boat and sail to right here. Not wise. Okay. Maybe this pyramid's been visited, maybe it's not. Okay. Summon water elemental. I will take it. Not what I had in mind, but okay. I don't remember the Sphinx, and so I'm not going to tempt fate. Back in the boat we go. Purple, it looks like, is starting to kind of come my way. Yeah, purple is saying to themselves, "Oh, you look like a snack." And I say, "Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, buddy." So green has basically been defeated, but not. And the fact that they are not defeated, again, is bad because then I can't pick up anything that they might have. It looks like, just looking at the adventure map, they've got some mines here, and then just a little bit here. So it's not much, but still makes you just a little bit sad. Again, though, this brown barrier, if that goes down, I'm feeling pretty sad. Okay, so the whirlpool has engulfed some of my army. We have 119 centaurs, 29 medusas, 6 genies, 159 sprites, and 19 air elementals. We go down to, wow, we lost 9 of our elementals. That feels bad. We are going to land up here. The enemy, I don't know. I'm guessing that they went down this way. But wherever they went, I don't really care. I'm going to get this observation tower and try and take the wizard town that's just north of my position currently through this whirlpool. Yeah, whirlpools have a 1 in 3 chance to bite you. It looks like it's bitten me. So sad to see that happen. Joe Josh, you're going down. You stole my boat. I don't like it. You're going down. Don't know how much better I can do this battle, but I do have spells. I could hypnotize somebody. I think I'm just better off doing a cold ring. 230 points of damage. That will kill these 2 creatures here. which is good. I'm guessing that I'm going to lose genies to a nice spell. No, I don't. Interesting. 5 to 7. Should I do this? Yes, because I will damage them. I lose 1 genie, but then I get a follow-up with the centaurs. And then follow up with the sprites. No, I want the sprites to attack the Archmagi. And then the enemy runs, so we do save. The enemy has surrendered. Their cowardice cost them 1,500 gold. For the first time ever, the new FHeroes2 patch has done something nifty. The enemy has surrendered. The enemy has surrendered. That doesn't happen usually. And this is a new feature with the new FHeroes2 patch. So that means that you cannot corner an enemy in a castle. They will still be able to surrender their way out if they really want to save their hero. And in this case, I guess that they wanted to keep these troops, so good for them. So always fun to see the new patches coming in clutch. I still think that I can beat these Titans. I'm probably going to get rid of these air elementals. It feels bad because I bought them, but for 42 and 42, that makes it much better for me to defeat these Titans. We do not have to go through these ghosts, I don't think. Oh, I do. I have to go through the ghosts. Aquatent, that's big. I don't know. I have to get this town. I just don't know if I can beat all of these ghosts. Not with these level 1 troops, don't you think? Let's give it a shot. Somehow, we only lose 23 sprites. That is just fine. Somehow, how did we only lose 23 sprites? I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to take it. And then we're going to defeat these Titans and get a castle. Yes, yes. This time I will use some spells, though, to help this go much better. Okay. I cannot use the Hypnotize here. It's just going to be straight up damage. The Cold Ray is only going to kill 1 Titan at a time, but that's not too bad. So let's just kill 1 Titan at a time. Let's work on this bottom stack here. Let's hope for some good luck. 1 Titan goes down. Look, the Titans are doing 15, 12 damage at a time. Oh my goodness. 20 attack, 22 defense. Do you think that that matters? I think that that matters. I think that matters in a big, big way. And these water elementals are just going to go right across the battlefield and cause some mischief. I'm even going to just throw down a cure. Sure, why not? Save a genie. Save a genie. Gonna lose some sprites, but hey, they're gonna do just fine for themselves. 163 points of damage. I can kill almost 2 here. Let's do that instead. Okay. And then the sprites will kill this bottom stack here. Yeah, 13 hit points again. We're just gonna cure. It costs us some sprites, but overall these Titans, with this amount of attack and defense, they just cannot handle us. We are too hot to handle right now, and that feels so good. Now, how much is that going to matter when it comes to fighting enemy ghosts and stuff? I do not know. We will have to wait and find out. I cannot pick up this artifact. You already have a full load. I guess that when you defeat the Titans, you pick up a lightning rod. As the Titans fall, your attention turns to the castle ahead. Despite the appeal of its architecture to your wizardly sensibilities, you have spent too long on Ghost Planet to expect a friendly greeting. Binding your wounds, you prepare your men for one final strike. This should not be much of a fight. It's not. We'll see. I don't know what I can do against these battlements here. Cold Ring. Maybe, I think the genies are going to attack the ghosts. So let's do this. Here and here. Oh yeah, we should be able to save the genies, I think. Don't you think? 26 hit points left. Kill this top stack that can actually reach them and do some damage. There's 20, there's 6 hit points left. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. And we're going to end up curing the genies. That's what we'll do. Oh, you let us ride in. That is so thoughtful of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cure. Then work on this big stack of mummies. Wait. That didn't feel right. Huh. Okay. Alright. I don't know why the bridge closed there, but I guess I'll just accept that. And so, if we are able to build this town up... Oh, I forgot. Did I forget? Did I just lose the genie? No, I just destroyed half of their stack, though. If I can get Titans on this hero, I'll be feeling pretty good. There's 8 giants. What's it gonna take? This is a fully upgradable town. Let's do it. We have all these resources. We will be able to get a marketplace, and we can gather our troops. For now, do we stay here? No, I think that we set off immediately, and we deal with whatever enemies we can possibly deal with. We gotta get this aqua tent here. I don't think I need to fear these ghosts at all, because they are doing so little damage to my level 1 troops. Wait a second. Oh. The juice is loose. Oh, the juice is loose. Green player's been vanquished, but look, Sir Boniface is free. I picked up the aqua tent. No, I did not. What did you do? He took out this other barrier. There was 2 barriers, an orange barrier and some other barrier, and he's free. He's loose. Oh my word, he is a force of unbridled rage. I was going here because there were some ghosts that were here and I was gonna take them out, but they got there first and now I'm sad. Wow, this has turned into a very interesting playthrough. This is not at all what I expected when I signed up for this morning. And I know this is gonna be a long scenario, but hey, you're getting all of it. You're getting the nitty and you are getting the gritty. Wow, okay. I think I could save the genie, and so I shall. Wow, just amazing. Just amazing. I'm having a lot of fun with this. 19, let's just kill 1 whole stack of the ghosts. Kill some more there. They are trying their darndest to attack these centaurs. And they're doing an okay job, but ultimately it's not going to be enough. Not when the Medusa are just going to take out your whole stack. Same with the sprites. Okay, so 5 centaurs go down. Really, I just want this aqua tent. So now we have aqua. Halfling hole, I think that you definitely want to keep the genies for now. But now we need to get into this area. There's a jail here. There's a Xanadu. There's more summoning altars here. Yeah, there's lots of things we need to do to go south. And so that's what we're going to do. Okay. I really wish I'd had this town here. But we must remember to upgrade everything. Everything needs to be upgraded. And for now, we're going to ignore the mage guilds. We're going to get those later. But for now, we need to get everything else. Oh my gosh, Sir Boniface is loose and he is an animal. He just took out Malthion. Ah! How many troops does he have left? Sir Boniface, how many troops do you have left? Malthion was one of Purple's crazy good guys. Oh my gosh, he still has so many troops. He is unbridled rage. Throng of Ghosts, I want to see that fight. That might be nuts. Oh my word. This is too much. There's a lot of map left to be played, but seeing Boniface out and about is crazy good. Rarely do I end up actually seeing that happen, because I mean, part of the problem is that in the other, like the Heroes2 Gold, for example, you do not share vision with your allies, I don't think. I really don't think. And so, or maybe there's a problem and maybe you're not actually allied. Whatever the case is, you don't get to see Yellow do their stuff. They don't attack you, you're allied with them, but you don't get to see them just go nuts. And so getting to see them go nuts feels pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, ow, don't do that. Okay. Perfect, perfect. And so, oh, there's a gold mine here. Should we just take the gold? You know what? We don't have nearly as much gold as we think we do. I'll tell you that. We think we have a lot, we don't. So let's pick up all the resource generating items we can. Oh my gosh, Boniface is going... What just happened? What just happened? I missed it, but there was like a stutter on the screen as if a hero got defeated, but it looks like Boniface is still there. They fought. He fought the Ghost Lord lady, and that's what's left. He lost 39 Crusaders, he lost 100 swordsmen, 100 Master Swordsmen, but if Boniface can get this town, he can clear out all this. He can absolutely clear them out. And then if he ends up picking up like these borrow mounds and stuff, that's gonna be amazing. Vortex. This is the enemy's stronghold. He must defeat them. He just must. Come on, Boniface. I am rooting for you so much, man. You have no idea. A lightning helm. Apparently, the melting ice runs into rivulets, into the pool of destinies. High gray clouds cloak icy crags whose glacial runoff feeds waterfalls that crash in the distance. Lightning crackles across the pale expanse of the sky, casting the land in a pulsating electric twilight. The iron in your weapons and armor begins to vibrate and buzz. So I guess that's one problem with having a full set of artifacts here, is that then I potentially run into a problem where I miss out on some other things. We're going to take Rebecca because I think that with the navigation she might end up being more important. We're going to give her one boar and dismiss the rest of these troops. And she's going to go and meet up with our main hero here so that she can maybe help with that load of artifacts. What do we want to give up? I think we just give up this +2 attack skill. Oh, you know what? We give up. We keep the attack and we give up the spell power, just in case we run into something else, like these two artifacts here. I just want to know that things go well. We'll accept those losses. There's a spiked shield here. I think I'm going to pick up the spiked shield. Yeah, +2 defense. For now, I'll pick it up, and then she should catch up to him, and then take that off his hands. Yeah, I feel like I have to run 2 heroes just so I can pick up everything. Yeah, he did it. He took the vortex. Way to go, Sir Boniface. You are an animal. And oh, and I want to see you clean up all these other just low-level heroes. I just want to see him. Just this next turn is going to be beautiful. Just a thing of beauty. Just a thing of pure, unadulterated graciousness and goodness. Let's see. Yeah, let's pick up the spiked shield. And then, is there anything else? Okay, what's the likelihood I end up using Hypnotize? It's still pretty darn low. Okay, it's just pretty darn low. It's so sad because it's not a bad artifact at all, especially because I'm able to use it so effectively, but if I'm up against ghosts and stuff, I mean, what am I going to do with it? 1 genie, I think I can avoid losing 1 genie. I do need like a chain lightning or something crazy. I really do. Cold ring. That'll do a lot of damage. One soul is incorporated. Yeah, you can kill a couple of my centaurs, that's fine. And actually, you know, centaurs are probably the best creature against ghosts for this reason. Sprites, 2 hit points. Centaurs, they have the most hit points out of any level 1 creature with 5 hit points. When you have a whole crap ton of defense backing up those 5 hit points, ghosts are going to have a hard time dealing with them. And I like that the ghosts are still focusing them because they are a ranged level 1 troop. The ghosts would be much better off trying to attack the sprites, but we are not going to inform them of that. I don't want them to stop making that mistake. +1 attack, wonderful. We do have 2 slots open. Mass haste? Mass slow. These are so good. Huh, those are so good. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. What do I do? Do I keep? Okay, pick one. Well, I mean they're both so good. Wow. Wow. This might be my final set of artifacts. I think I'm going to end up giving away probably this Power Axe of Dominion, the +2 attack, just so I have some room for some other stuff. But man, I'm feeling okay about my life choices if I have both the Mass Haste and the Mass Slow. Eventually I hope to get those somewhere else, but... Okay. Okay. I was all stuck in here and I wasn't sure why. Okay. Fontayne, what is he doing exactly? Well, he's not taking Yellow's crystal mine, I'll tell you that. No siree. This gold mine, though, is now available. Unfortunately, the boat there is already landed. We can land here, though. So we'll take the gems, we'll take the gold, the wood. Uh-oh. We just made a mistake. If Joe Josh sees us, which I think he does, we may have to rehire Fontayne. And so let's get our nomads, our fastest troops, split. Oh, look at that. It's a thing of beauty. Ah. Boniface has died. He's gone. We're going to fight this fight again so that we can save our guy. So we can save Fontayne, but wow. Wow, Boniface has been defeated. He was just a wonder. He was amazing to see on the field of battle. And I miss him very much. So we gave them a boat. Do I like that decision? Of course not. But that's kind of where we're at. Such is life. I don't know what to do here. Yeah, we're going to pick up the Power Axe. We're going to have Rebecca step on this witch's hut. Sure, logistics, why not? And let's pick up these stables as we're heading out and about. You enter the Valley of Serenity. It seems all too easy to simply retire to its homey charms, but despite the urgency of your campaign, your sense that something vital awaits you here, a glimpse down the path not taken. Once again, you find it necessary to confront your dark side and assess anew the limits of power and decency. The logic of Ghost Planet is beginning to seem more and more inevitable. So, Oracle, we don't have the purple barrier, so there's no sense going into this direction just yet. We're going to pick up the Xanadu. We're going to pick up this jail here. 9 centaurs. Okay. What do we have here in this jail? This is Sardonicus the Necromancer. He does have the Arm of the Martyr. He does have this advanced diplomacy again, like Fontayne does. Oh, before I forget. Hey, buddy. 11 artifacts. I mean, he's got some good artifacts here. Yeah, he's got some good artifacts, so we're going to keep him around as we carry on towards Titans, which we're not that far away. Not that far away. Sardonicus, though, I don't know what to do with him. Should I get one more bit of boots of mobility? Maybe. Maybe. I think I need to start thinking about making a strong secondary hero. That's what I really think I need to start doing. So that's what I'm going to start doing. Just focusing on not having Cagliostro be my end-all to be-all. I need other people to kind of carry the weight. I truly do. Let's have Fontayne stay one more night. We only have so many boats out of here. We only have 2 more boats out of here. Unless we get a summoned boat, we are going to have some problems. And so let's have Rebecca for sure not go into the boat. Everybody else is just going to have to wait for a second. I think that I can even visit Xanadu with Sardonicus. Okay, and so then it's day 7. I don't really think I need to stick around here too much longer, but I do want the Xanadu. So let's get that. Sardonicus will wait. Oh, get out of my way, buddy. There we go. Pick up those 4 skills. And then I might as well defeat these ghosts while I'm here. Pack of giants. I can defeat them. That's not a problem. I don't want to lose the genies, though. How is it that I lost less genies when I faced Nothing but Titans. Explain that one to me. If I do steel skin my genies, then they're going to take less damage. I think they're going to take less damage anyway. I think that I'm just pretty close to maxing out on the minimum damage that you can take, because you can reduce damage from enemy troops down to a minimum of 30%. I do think that I'm there or thereabouts. Good morale? Good morale? No. And good morale right there is not going to help. I'm going to see if maybe I can keep these giants from attacking my genies. One genie goes down, I'll lose the sprites. The sprites are officially, I'm ready to lose them anyway. So we're gonna end up losing them. Just 1 second. 6 hit points left. Actually, that's kind of bad. Somebody's gonna retaliate and is going to take them out. And now that the Medusa are up here, this is not a fight anymore. Let's see. Oh, that'll work. Okay. So yeah, 1 genie looks much better than losing 3. I am running low on genies, and pretty soon it's going to appear, I think, that we need not consider keeping them in our army too much longer. Obelisks found, we have the most, and purple is just the master of everything right now. Purple is the big bad evil guy, orange is the second big bad evil guy, and with green and red already gone, it's just me and yellow. And yellow does not have much left. So this is interesting though. My hero is excellent. Their heroes kind of suck. Knowing that Zom was the guy who's got Zounds of Ghosts, I think that that bodes very, very well when we want to take that fight. I don't think we want to take that fight just yet, but we will eventually want to take that fight. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's anything else there that's worth noting. I do want to really just pick up this bit of water elementals. 50. Oh my goodness, wait. We are out of gold. That will bankrupt us. Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to do that, or do you want to get Titans? I think you want Titans. Yeah, I think you pick up the marketplace now. Well, here's the thing. I do have my town portal spell. I can always come back. Yeah, but you're gonna want the Titans. You are going to want the Titans. Can I buy just a couple? No! Don't buy just a couple. Don't buy any. The 84 water elementals, they are about as effective as they're going to be. That's a big enough power stack. You don't have to worry about them doing more or less at this time. It's gonna be fine. So we're gonna leave that for now. Yeah, don't even worry about it. Pick up the stables on your way out, as will Sardonicus. And then before too much longer, we're going to trade for the gems necessary, and we're just gonna move on out of town. Okay, I like the way this is going. What are you doing there, buddy? Tell you what, earlier I labored over the decision about whether I pick up that sulfur mine or whatnot. It's been several turns, and now we have 64 sulfur where before we had like 20. It adds up. It really does. These gazebos are really not, I don't want to say they're not worth picking up at all, but they're not really the thing for me, I don't think, unfortunately. Before we leave, we're going to make sure that our boat, we're going to make sure that we get the Titans and then bring them on over. So let's make sure we have a hero chain more or less set up and ready to go. As we trade for the gems necessary here. We do not have as many gems as I thought we did. There's our upgraded cloud castle. What do we have in here? 11? 11 Titans? Yeah, 11 Titans. So we're going to need 22 gems. That's a lot of gems. We have 123 crystal. We're going to be just fine. Whoa, we are not going to be just fine. I need another town. I need something. Anything. I do have these 2 towns here. Oh, this town may not be upgraded into a castle. This town may not be upgraded into a castle. But we're going to get one more marketplace. That's what we're going to do. I wish I'd known that before I traded too much more. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Are they picking up more ghosts from those barrow mounds? A throng of ghosts. Say psych, please. And then here, let's get a marketplace. And just that one extra marketplace is going to make my resources go so much further. As we do this trade here. Yep, much better. And much better. Oh, we don't even have the gold to purchase as many titans as I would have hoped. Let's see. What can we do? Yeah. We felt like we had all this gold, and now we realize that no, you never really did. You just thought you did. I don't know how long I should wait here, actually. And honestly, I don't think I should wait that much. I really don't. I think that I need to set off because, again, I have the town portal. I can resupply in the field with very few problems. I'll pick up these lighthouses. Ah! Okay, we needed to go this way for the purple tent anyway. Yeah, so this purple barrier, you know what, we're gonna pick this up and we're gonna spend some time collecting more gold. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm not gonna be too sad about that decision. I'm really not. Ideally, I'd be able to wait around long enough to get that 5th level mage guild. I don't think that that's the most reasonable choice for me. Do I have one of each mine? I'm still missing a gem mine. I'm still missing mercury. I think that there's gems somewhere. Here, I tried to land there once. We will go back. You know, another hero can pick up this purple tent for me. Let's just go this way. Go here. And then send out 2 more titans. 5 titans. That's enough to get me started anyway. And there's no other final artifacts I really want. I do want Fontayne to have all these nice artifacts though. The gold watch, I'm gonna move it like that for now. And then 5 titans. That's a big jump. That's a big jump. So, hopefully we don't have any troops fall overboard. We do not. Oh, but I messed up. Wow, I'm gonna go through this whirlpool a couple of times. Oof, we don't end up losing troops. That feels okay. And we are back. We are back home. You know what? Did I really need to go through the whirlpool at all? The answer is no. I could have just teleported to this town, couldn't I? I could have. I think that we just start clearing out some of these towns, though. I think that we start pressing our will upon these enemies, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. Less talking, more doing. That's the ticket at the moment. We're going to try and start making our way to Boardwalk. Oh no. Buddy, that's not good. Yellow has actually been a dear friend, and I'm very sad that it looks like we're going to lose them very soon. Why didn't I ever pick up that gem mine? That would have mattered. A little bit. Heading back. Yep, I think that that's actually the end of Yellow. They've got their one town still, but they don't have any more heroes that are out on the map. So, I mean, what can they do? Here, I'll walk through the graveyard, but I'm not going to search it. I don't want to just pick up a random artifact anyway. Do we have the brown barrier? No, we do not. We still need the brown barrier. We've got the stables still. And I like that the enemy is kind of running away from me here. I think that that is the right decision on their part, and I'm just happy to see that we both agree that I'm pretty scary at the moment. I'll pick up these shrines. Haunt, sure, why not? Gazebo experience. I really want this artesian spring, and then I really want to get this town here. So, things are not always what they seem. That seems to be a lesson you must learn again and again if you are to survive the Ghost Planet. Today's lesson concerns the current defenders of Eventide, not the elves and sprites you were expecting. In addition to your old foes, the Dark Druids and their zombie mutations, there's a new foe, huge, winged skeletal. Have these evil priests managed to corrupt the mighty dragons? Ooh. That actually looks correct. I think that the genies have officially outlived their usefulness. This town is just another opportunity for me to hang about. I think that we drop the centaurs, we split the genies, and we're going to use this army to defeat these zounds of skeletons. I think that's, or zounds of ghosts. We leave the centaur so we don't have extra to deal with. You know, that's an extra however many. But then we're going to have 2 chances with our big, wonderful, scary genies to have the stacks of ghosts. Last we checked, it was like 500 or so that they had. 544. Oh no, you lost so much. Yeah, but we didn't lose a single Titan. What does that tell you? Okay, so I think that with a mass slow, we're going to be doing even better. So let's do that now. Yeah, Zom is a very low level necromancer. If these troops are slowed, who do I fear more, bone dragons or ghosts? I do fear the bone dragons more. 14 attack, 12 defense, 11 attack, 10 defense, but 4 to 6 damage. Yes, they have the ability to eat souls, but I mean, these are pretty hardy troops anyway. 45 hit points, 35 hit points. I think I'd try and have the stacks of bone dragons. There's one chance. Here's my second. Nope, didn't happen, but that's okay. And then I'm going to try and eliminate some of these ghosts a little bit here. We're going to crowd around the Titans. We're going to see what we can do to prevent major problems there. 13 ghosts go down, or 13 ghosts pop back up. I don't know, maybe when I won the fight before, maybe the genies did half one of the stacks. And maybe I'm in a little bit of a bind now. No sense in the steel skin. I think that we bless the Titans. So we're doing max damage, 450 points of damage. Wow. Hold on. Hold on. The genies must have halved the stacks. Oh my goodness, I messed up. The genies must have halved the stacks. I mean, I think I'm still gonna win, but this is not a pushover fight. Oh my word. Okay, petrification, that's actually pretty big. Ah, but I've got to continue the onslaught, don't I? Yeah, I think I need to continue the onslaught. Thankfully, they keep getting petrified, but I'm gonna have to deal with 40 bone dragons in a second. We're gonna reload this fight. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that happened. That's crazy. I completely misprioritized. I thought, well, bone dragons, I want to take the bone dragons down. No, buddy, you do not want to take the bone dragons down. You want to deal with the ghosts that ultimately are just such a big stack and so scary. Huh. So yeah, let's run. And then let's just load up the autosave real quick. And I don't feel bad about this one. Nope, don't feel bad. Man. What a crazy map this has been. Oh, there's my alchemist lab. I'll pick that up real quick. Go back. Let me fight this fight one more time, because this should be... Yeah, because look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. You know what? That's how I'm going to win the fight, is by using my summon water elemental. Ah, I missed that. I did not realize that. Okay. This time, though, I am going to have the genies go and try and zap those ghosts. I'm still going to mass slow. I think that's still a good decision. 4 ghosts perish. Okay, 4 ghosts perish. That's all that we get out of that. But yeah, then we'll just pile on the damage here. But they're probably gonna haste again, don't you think? Probably gonna haste, yeah. Wow. Why is the AI fighting this fight so much better than me? Like, so much better than me. Hold on, I'm just gonna hit auto combat just to see what the enemy... just to see what happens here. Are summoned water elementals incorporated as ghosts? I mean, they have to be, don't they? Yeah, they're incorporating those troops. What a weird fight. What a weird fight. What a strange fight. Hold on, I've got to do this. Hold on. I'm gonna do this again because I need to know how is the enemy fighting this fight so much better than I am. This is a time where I need to learn. I apologize for delay, but I need to figure out how is this fight going, and I think it starts from the very beginning. I'm gonna hit restart, and then I'm just gonna hit auto combat, because something that the enemy does in the first 2 minutes, like in the first turn of combat, the AI is able to fight this fight much better than me. Let's make sure spellcasting is on. Okay. Mass slow. We agree on that. And then okay. 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 I guess. Are the Titans really doing that much damage, though, that it's imperative to keep them free and clear? See, I'm immediately tempted to say, well, I want the genies to try and half a stack somewhere. But now, what of your use of the summon water elemental? I don't know. This is the equivalent of watching Stockfish in chess play against itself or play against like some other high-level bot, because the numbers and the calculations are more than I can grasp right now. They're just more than I can grasp. But and while I can glean some of the individual principles that are making this fight a success for me, I'm still flummoxed at how the movement works to where you never end up having a single Titan lost. What in the world? And like, I understand, I understand the principles, I understand how this is working, it's just... That's crazy. That's a crazy fight! That is a crazy fight! That's insane! That is insane! Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm at a loss for words. But what I can say is that for anybody who thinks that the FHeroes2 AI is weak, as people often disparaged online, you know, circa 2020 and before, no, the FHeroes2 AI is amazing. It still has its flaws here and there. Don't get me wrong. It's not perfect, but it does some tremendous, amazing, wonderful things. And it's a huge selling point to the game. The reason why you should play FHeroes2 over like the good old games copy of Heroes Gold or something like that is the AI. The quality of life buffs notwithstanding. I mean, that was just a joy to watch. Just a joy to watch. And I'm out of words to really describe what we just saw there. So I mean, clearly wow. I'm at a loss, but I don't think I could have fought that fight better than the AI. I think that this is one of those times where the AI fought way better than I could have, and I feel a little bit sheepish because of that. But maybe I need not feel sheepish. Maybe I just need to say, you know what? The AI is good, man. It's good. What else do you want from me? So, okay. So that's 25,000 experience points. Nomad boots mobility. We learned haste. We got 994 skeletons. The necromancy. Oh my gosh. $994 skeletons. Oh my word. Because we're +3 because we've got, what, 3 towns with a shrine? 1, 2, 3. Insane. Insane. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Well, tell you what, I think that with all those skeletons, we just need to continue on. I was thinking for a second, do I want to stop? Do I want to like kind of do a two-parter here? I think that just told me everything I need to know about where this map is and what my strength level is, especially because I was able to resupply with 994 skeletons. I think that we continue. I'm well aware that we can still town portal all across the map and get some more troops and resupply, but I think that we just continue to clear these guys out. I will take the curse. Nope, never mind. I will just take Dimension Door, and we're going to use Dimension Door. I have no problems with it. The enemy has surrendered. I will let them surrender because there's nothing else to really be done about it. More things, another shrine. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Blue tent, we've already got that one. So very interesting. So very interesting. Rialdo is not safe from me. Nobody is safe from me. We're gonna town portal back to the town of Stormhaven. Gonna pick up some of these titans, 7 more titans, and now I'm feeling really pretty good about me and my chances. Remember, I do have the leadership, and so that bodes very well for us. Do I want some very fast creatures? I've already got very fast creatures. I don't need more very fast creatures. We're gonna go back to El Mordridro. El Mordridro? No, we're gonna go back to Eventide because there is a Artesian Spring right outside. Let's do a quick Dimension Door here. Pick up this gold mine for free. Whoa! And then hop over one more time here. I don't know why the game keeps doing that. It keeps deciding that it wants me to look 5 paces over to the right. Why? I couldn't tell you. Yeah, we've officially beaten this map, though, I can tell you. And the reason is not because, you know, not because of anything other than I now have the means necessary to go and get ghosts, and then to use those ghosts to attack the remaining throngs of peasants wherever they may be. The enemy has surrendered. We lose a lot here, but we're gonna pick up more than 600 skeletons, so I'm gonna accept that loss. We picked up about 600 skeletons. Winterfall. Oh, I suppose I should just Dimension Door over to this jail real quickly. Who's in there? It is Chastity. She's got a couple of those zombies. Nothing else though. And then we continue back home. And just bring it home, buddy. Bring it home. Other things, Airy is just sitting there. A little bit frustrating because that means I can't actually use that. Stone liths. Gold there. Josh, he can't defeat us. But we're picking up all of the extra things we possibly can. Every single time, it used to be that that would not do that. It used to be that when I Dimension Doored, it would move a little bit. But not every time like that. What to make of that, I do not know. I cannot say. Forced to suffer a bitter defeat. Okay, my time to shine. Let's see if I can do better. See, how is this fight easier? Or how is this fight harder than the other fight? It's because he's got stuff. 22 attack, 12 defense. Yeah, there we go. There is some power left over amongst our foes. 24 and 24, 22 and 22. And so really, we're not overwhelming them like we were prior. I think that we do for sure cast the mass slow, and then we just start summoning water elementals, and they're not going to be able to beat us, right? Like, I think that they're not going to be able to beat us if we do that. Let's focus on their biggest, toughest creature. Let's... Oh, we may end up casting mass haste on the skeletons in a second? I don't know. If I go here and I go here, I'm not worried about the damage from the power liches. I'll keep at least one of my stacks of titans alive. Yeah, do your worst. Not too bad. And then I can just, from this position of power, I can use the titans to do some serious damage down here while I summon water elemental again and again and again and again. Do I take the moment to attack here? No, just focus on the big scary stack. These troops should be able to withstand this barrage of enemies here. We're gonna move up and out of the way. Oof. That sucks to be you, man. Skip. Maybe I can get these titans over here actually to attack these ugly, big, bad, evil guys. Okay, gonna start losing some skeletons. Gonna try and take down the rest of that stack there. I think I skip with the skeletons, and so long as I keep one stack of water elementals alive, we'll be okay. I don't know if this stack is gonna go next or this stack. I'm guessing this stack will. So I think I actually have to move this stack of water elementals. But this is my stack that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's my stack that's gonna be here after the battle is over. I don't really want to lose them just for nothing. But I also don't want the bone dragons to get into these titans, so I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna let the logistics of this fight suck a little bit, and we'll figure out how to move next time. These skeletons are gonna go down, and then this is gonna be a brand new fight. I don't want any curses to come through, but the bone dragons are just the scary troop here. Let's be real about that. They don't take out the skeletons. So strange. So very, very strange. Huh. Okay, so keep the skeletons here, and then just pour on damage. Yeah. Yeah. This doesn't feel like they have much of a chance against me if I have all these water elementals. And so I'm able to fight this fight better, but I definitely do not feel like I was capable of fighting the other fight better. What can I say? There's still some strength that I have in the way that I play. I just recognize that sometimes the enemy has some better stuff than I do, and that's okay. Skip. Doesn't matter who does the damage, somebody's going to do the damage. I'm going to put these water elementals in a place where they can maybe focus on that lich in just a second. I got to defeat everybody here anyway. And then they run. Will they surrender for 6,000 gold? Okay, but we turned that loss into a victory. And that's the end of our movement point here today. So one orange hero that we can see on the map, one purple hero. Oh, jeez. They finally got her. Those are my dragons. And I'm very sad for it. Okay. Yeah, it looks like purple's still got some stuff going on here too. So, 187 spell points, that's plenty. We can just cast Dimension Door until our brains rot out. And then before we end up being just out of spell points, we can always go back to Eventide and pick up the Artesian Spring yet again. 69 skeletons, no problem. 228 is returned. Yeah, definitely no problem. This pyramid, that might be worth having. I don't know. We will find out. +1. We're traveling by road, so it's pretty easy to go by road. Here, here, here. Oh, I can't pick up that. Embalming School. Building A, Mummification. Building B, Cryogenics. Embalming, Cryogenics. Gotcha. Nifty. Okay. But I don't think that any of the enemies are really threatening any of my towns or castles. Not at the moment, anyway. So, I'm okay with that. I do not want them to get that brown tent, though. We get the bad luck. You come upon the pyramid of a great and ancient king. Routine exploration reveals that the pyramid is completely empty. We will have bad luck moving forward. Very bad luck. This is a fairly rare occurrence. It's always kind of fun to see it, though. So I've got no problems saying, aw, darn. It's day 4. 230 points, but there's a well here. Let's go back to Winter Kill. Wherever that is. Let's Dimension Door right on top of this magic well. And then continue from here. There it goes again. Graceland is not going to be defeated. Surf City, we gotta go pick up that. Already visited. I'll spend the walking points to pick up that gold mine. I don't want to go all the way around. 44 skeletons. And then we're just going to head north into these scary, scary enemies. But again, they're scary, but I think I'm scarier. I do. This artifact is really interesting. It negates all magic on the battlefield. That could be a huge pickup if I thought that the enemy was stronger magically than I am. I do not. I think that if anything, I want to keep that away from the enemy. I want that, not them. Vesper the Warlock, he's actually known as Herokin. A lot of attention to detail went into this map, by the way. Orange tent, we need the orange. Nope, we have orange, never mind. And that included changing everything. We need the brown tent, though. We're going to just Dimension Door here, and then next turn, we're going to probably surprise some of those extra heroes that are kind of wandering outside of their range. There's a Dimension Door or a Town Portal, which I do not know. Let's defeat Luna very quickly. Yeah, every time you're picking up 1k skeletons, it feels like you're doing okay. How do I not have a Thieves Guild? That's crazy. Crazy. I think that we win these fights. We'll accept those losses. We'll step in because I think that they've got a great Mage Guild, and now we can actually get rid of our Scroll of Mass Slow. Wraithmont, we've seen him before. Jezebel, we've definitely seen her before. Mass Slow. Because, again, we do have Mass Slow in our spellbook. Here. And then let's attack here. They have surrendered. Wow, they're giving us so much gold just to surrender. I am all for it. They can't possibly have enough to rehire all these heroes, can they? I do not know. I know I have Titans here still. Oh, there's only 2 Titans. We're going to continue, and then on the new week, we're going to come back and do some other fun stuff. Rialdo is back, but with the throng of mutant zombies, I am not concerned about him. if I get to this town and I can stay overnight, I should be able to replenish my spell points overnight. And then I'll defeat him the following day. And you can see why I don't usually use Dimension Door. I don't think I really need to explain that. I think that that makes perfect sense in this context, but all the same. Myra picked up swarms of skeletons for defeating all those low-level troops. If she'd had Ghost, I would have been feeling a little bit scared. As she did not. No scared. Not scared at all. Funny enough, because the enemy is giving me gold to run away, I think that I'm getting more gold. I'm just farming them for gold right now, and it feels a-okay. Feels really nice, actually. No, I don't want those. It's day 6. Oh, I'm going to pick up this gold mine here. I think that I still do want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence with my gold. Smallville. 2 Xanadu's up here. More to be had here. There's Myra. We're probably going to go back to Park Place in a minute. Can I reach this island? No, I cannot. Here's where the Shadowcaster is. I do want to try and get these pyramids. Let's go and do that now. Let's go to... I guess 2 Dimension Doors is worth more right now than 1 Town Portal. I suppose we can defeat Myra now. Is this an army that I can defeat her with? Yeah, I can defeat her. My skeletons alone should be able to match her skeletons, not to mention 153, that's 5 casts of my summon water elementals. So that's not a problem. There's a magic well up here. We'll head in that direction. And still we continue, and still the enemy. I think that the enemy is starting to really cower. They recognize that there's no coming back from this. Liches stay out. More than anything, I'm just going to pick up these Xanadus, and then I will step on the pyramids. If I lose my good luck, oh well. Bad luck. There's no sense in stepping on the other one. I don't think it's going to matter. I don't see why you would pick up one pyramid and not the other. And we know that Pandora, the green hero, wandered through here before. So I don't think that we need to consider alternative viable strategies. We fight that fight and that gets rid of our bad luck. Armageddon, Chain Lightning. Happy to see the Chain Lightning. And then next turn, we're going to get ourselves some ghosts. I will show you. Nah, I will not show you. I will not show you. If you don't have a dimension door to get to these barrow mounds, then you have to go through this long deal, and you step here, you step here, you step here, and it will take resources from you. I don't want that to happen. I just want to pick up my ghosts. It's day 1. Where are big stacks of peasants, I ask you? Where are they? Over here. Yeah, here we go. We're going to go to Stormhaven. We're going to pick up our Titans. 5 of them. 1 big stack, I think. Should we split them? We'll split them for now. We'll split our stacks of ghosts. And then we'll go to Transylvania. And immediately just swallow up all these free peasants. Yes, I want to engage you, and I'm going to fight this fight personally, so that way that my other troops don't destroy my free source of ghosts. Yes, yes. Tell you what, even though the fight is totally won at this point, there was a lot of nifty things that went into making this scenario work leading up to this. Wow, and we get the skeletons on top of all that because the peasants aren't using their skeletons anymore. Interesting. And so this is really one of my favorite maps, even though I don't usually end up getting this. I don't usually end up getting ghosts like this. It just so happened that it worked out here. Usually I end up going the long way, but quite frankly, this scenario is going a little bit long. I'm getting a little bit tired. So I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up. but I hope that you take a look at this, and maybe if you've tried Ghost Planet in the past and you've just struggled and been unable to complete it, maybe this will give you some ideas about ways that you can complete it, even if you don't want to do some of the strategies that I'm doing. Maybe it gives you an idea like, oh, you can head and try and get lucky with those pyramids to the east on the Sandy Isle, or maybe, oh, I can try and pick up some of those troops to this kind of isle. I can make sure I get this Magellans Maps, things like that. There's a lot of good strategies that you can kind of use to exploit this game, this scenario of its resources. And upon doing so, things are going to go a lot better for you if you can make it happen. But with 1,500 ghosts already, there's no question who's going to win this scenario at this point. And especially not when I have 27 attack and 28 defense. Oh my goodness. Skip, and attack. Okay. Jeez. Taking Necromancy ended up being gigantic. Look at all these skeletons. 3,000 skeletons? Oh my goodness. That's the first time I think I've ever taken Necromancy on this map. It really is. I think this is the first time I've ever done this. Huh. And I am not sad for it. It's ended up being massive. Just tremendous. Usually you end up getting the Shadowcaster, and that's your big opportunity to really use Necromancy because he's just really good at using Necromancy. But this works just fine too. This works way better, actually. Way better. Oh, you killed one ghost. Well, we're just going to continue. I'm just going to accept those losses, take the skeletons, throng of wolves. Come on. There we go. And at this point, if I pick up skeletons, great. If I don't, great. If I get ghosts, great. If I don't, great. We're just getting stronger and stronger, and the enemies are getting weaker and weaker. Okay. And so then let's head up north and let's take care of Baron Samedi and some of these other guys. And I think we can finish this map off in about another 15 to 30 minutes. So let's just continue on this path. We've already got the brown tent. I don't even know. Oh, I do need someone to go get the gold tent. Well, maybe I don't. The thing about the gold tent is that, yeah, you can get it. But if you've got Dimension Door, you don't really need to use that. Baron Samedi is actually really tough. Throng, Horde, Legion, Throng, and he's going to stay right here. If you don't want to attack him, you don't have to. I think that he's just worth experience at this point, so we're going to attack him. Let's just see how this fight goes. Yeah, buddy. There's no chance. There's no chance. We're going to slow, so that way all of our ghosts can go first. We'll try and take out as many of these liches as possible. And then let's incorporate all the skeletons into our army there. 4,000. My word. All the bone dragons. And then now is the time that you run, buddy. 1,700 more skeletons plus on the defense. We already own those towns. Let's just pick up the gold tent here, because there's the other gold tent over here. And I know I might as well get one of them, just in case there's something that's hidden away, locked away. Pick up that artifact. I don't really want the artifact, but it's pretty important to me. I will show you at this point. The Great White Way, no living soul may enter the Barrow Mound without sacrificing everything. Many who enter will cross into undeath. These we welcome into our mighty ranks. Others may survive. Bereft of hope and gold, only a few will be able to enlist our aid. So as you travel up this path, you cannot pick up this artifact. You already have a full load. I would have gotten the Fizbin of Misfortune. As you walk through the Valley of Death, a shudder begins to travel along your spine. A dark blue mist rises from the valley, and you find your heart has grown heavy as your purse has grown light. Once again, a strange mist wells up in the valley floor. This time, even more gold is lost, along with vast amounts of wood and ore. Another Fizman of Misfortune. As dense mist consumes your stores of precious elements, you hear a hollow mocking voice from one of the burrows ahead. So you think you can enlist the spirits of the dead to fight in your army. What hypocrisy. At least we admit what we are. And so now we have no resources. We still have gold because, well, we still have gold, but generally you say to yourself, oh, I can recruit ghosts, I can win the map, and then you just get destroyed. Just so sad. So sad. Why wouldn't it let me go there? Interesting. Okay. You know, I just realized I need to go back to this Artesian Spring. It's a new week. Let's go back to Eventide. As we run so low on mana, 19 mana points left. Back up to 500. Yeah. Let's go to Night Shadow. And then make our way downtown. Walking fast, pace is past, and I'm homebound. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That was interesting. I think that chest actually had an artifact for me, but because I couldn't pick it up, I think it just let me take gold instead. I didn't read it in time, but that was interesting. I don't think I've ever really seen that happen before. Lord Ash, he's going down. That's the biggest deterrent to me in using Dimension Door ever, is that it jostles its way out of my way every once in a while. Total army strength, income, all these things. We are so big, so tough, so scary, so impossible to deal with. We're going to step in here, take his castle from him. And pretty soon, I think that purple's going to go down. We should be able to complete this map here. Mirror image. Ah! The deterrent strikes again. 5 ghosts go down. Believe it or not, that's him putting up a pretty good fight. I'm pretty impressed with that. Phineas. And some other random wizard here. Myra. Myra's back. Yeah, they're doing some damage, but purple is vanquished. So the map is pretty much over. We just have to defeat orange now. The quickest way there is through these stone liths. I think... Let's see, I think I need a boat. I'm going to go back to Crow Manor. And I'll pick up that boat. I will go into this little side area. And then we will finish off the map. Okay. So, if again this is your first time seeing this, one of my playthroughs, again, this is not a usual thing, but this is just kind of the way that we're doing it for today. And again, I don't feel bad about it. We are going to continue with Voyage Home. We had the first scenario for Voyage Home, and it actually gave us a lot of difficulty, which was great. I would prefer to have difficulty rather than no difficulty. Just being able to walk over enemies doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel exciting. But I think we had to restart twice. And that just feels good. It wasn't, oh, I made a terrible mistake. It was, no, the AI is playing good. So I'm always happy to see that happen. Horde of Cyclops. It's a +5 to attack. I'm going to go pick up this castle real quick. Just so I can get another hero. Just so I can get room in my artifact slot. We're going to get rid of the mass haste. It doesn't matter at this point. We're going to get rid of the +1 defender's helmet. It doesn't matter. Oops. But we are going to be picking it back up with Voyage Home. It should be scenario 2. It should be fairly quick, I think. So I'm excited to see that. Continue. What am I going to do after the campaigns are completed? Well, I can continue to do these single scenarios, but I can instead do them with the same elements that I've been using for the campaigns, where again there's no dimension door, there's no town portal. Those do make these scenarios a lot more interesting. I don't know. Am I running out of Heroes 2 content? I don't think ever is that really going to happen, especially once the map editor comes into play, especially once the FHeroes2 campaign gets completed. But these are things that I think about. These are things that I think about. I think that I've decided that eventually I will go and do some Heroes 3 content. People have asked for that. And this is going to surprise some of you. Am I better at Heroes 2 or Heroes 3? I am way better at Heroes 3 than I am Heroes 2. I'm way better at Heroes 3. And I'd like to think that I'm a decent Heroes 2 player. Maybe even good, right? I'm pretty excellent at Heroes 3, in my opinion. Now, I do not play other people. Heroes of Might and Magic as a series is just one of those things that I've really said to myself, I don't want to min-max the game. I don't really want to compete. I've dabbled with some of the online competitive play you can find through the Horn of the Abyss, and I have a great time, and I just have fun, and the community is really good. There's no toxicity. People are just generally nice, and everybody's there to have a lot of fun, and it's great. It's wonderful. I love it. And still, I don't really dabble too much. I have found great success in playing against other people. It's just not really where my heart lies. So perhaps I will go through the campaigns with Heroes 3, with the gem campaign, and on and on and on. And there's so many scenarios. There's so many different scenarios that you can possibly do. It is a little bit crazy. And in fact, that's really the hardest part about the Heroes 3 campaigns, I think, is just the slog. Because it gets just boring, it gets tiresome. And eventually you just say, oh no, not another map. There's too much sameness, and the campaigns are just too... There's too much sameness. Somehow, in the game that has even more elements to it, I find that Heroes 2 is more engaging than Heroes 3. How can Heroes 3 that has more elements, more units, more factions, more all this, how can that feel worse to play forever and ever and ever than Heroes 2 does? I don't know. And yet that's just my experience. That's my 2 cents. A couple of things to note here. So we've captured all the main castles. There's still a couple of random heroes here, but they should eventually disappear after 7 days. And then I like up here in the top, Charles Watkins, if you can see on the, what do you call this? You can see here in on the mini map, it just says Ghost Planet. I think that's very, very nifty. He spells it out in the green. And I love how people can make letters in the terrain there. Things that we have not done or not really dealt with. There were some opportunities with Dragon Cities, of course. Maybe if you had your diplomacy, you could have gotten all these griffins and all these centaurs. There's some more towns over here. Lots of things you could do kind of in these magical realms up to the north. This is going to be the last thing that we look at thematically before we kind of wrap this scenario up. Of course, we did divulge this area of its resources. My strategy usually involves getting through this whirlpool as soon as I can to get this town, because this seems to be a good base of operations to then move out. It's one of the first major opportunities you have to get excellent troops and then pressure advantage on there. Otherwise, I may try and use this night castle, but the problem is that even if you fully upgrade it, you're not going to get good quality troops, and so that just kind of feels bad. And so this is your first major opportunity. There's been playthroughs where I end up using University, this wizard town here, that I can fully upgrade and then kind of build out my power from there. Sometimes Shadowcaster, I'm able to make some fun stuff happen here. I've never really used this area. These stone liths, I think, go kind of into Green's territory. Yeah, right here. And it can be fun, it can be worthwhile, it can be useful. I don't end up using that a whole lot. Where are the stone liths here? It's these kind of circly ones. It's right here. And so the map design is as such. The warlocks start over here. The green sorceresses start up here. And then the red wizards start right here. And then they all have means to get to their specific town. The red warlocks can go into this area pretty quickly. The green or the blue warlocks that we are can go into this area, and then the green sorceresses can kind of get into this area. But the problem is that I, as the Warlocks, as the Blue Warlocks, I never get here. I just never get here because you have to get the blue barrier. It's over here. And this alleyway is just, there's just too many ghosts. You cannot defeat the enemy by going just through your starting area. It cannot be done. I want somebody to prove me wrong, but it cannot be done in my estimation. You have to get in the boat and you have to sail over here. You have to seek your fortunes over here somewhere. And these pyramids just seem like the best way of doing that. If you're green, that doesn't really feel like an option because it's just too far away. You do have the opportunity to get these pyramids over here, which it works, but you're just right next to these purple towns and it's just tough. It's just really, really tough. So I would not recommend trying to clear out your starting area. If that is your goal, you're going to have a real bad time. Whether you're blue, whether you're green, or whether you are red. And so, other than that, though, yeah, ideally you can kind of get into these magical lands. I don't know. It's kind of up to you. As it stands, though, one of these nice little fun things here. We have the sign, here lies Father Melicor. Here lies the Templar Lord. Here lies the Queen of Staves. Here lies the Shadowcaster. He was the person that was talking to us for all that time. And then here is Malthion. Here lies the last fool, Malthion, thinking he was gaining power by consorting with the spirits. He lost instead his body, mind, and soul, and noticed that his grave has been dug up. He was over here, and Sir Boniface, who was the hero who was right here, leaked out, and he was able to defeat Malthion for us. So Malthion is apparently the reason why the vortex here on Ghost Planet was created. It's the reasons why the parasitic ghost spirits were able to rise and cause us all this grief. And ultimately, we did not end up having to fight the Ghost Lord who is here in Vortex. Boniface took out all these enemies for us. And he was ultimately overcome by one of the Ghost Lords. But he did an amazing job. And the Yellow Knights served their purpose. Yes, even Milikutost did quite well. So, this map is such a great fun lore. I'm very happy for it. This should be the last town, the Castle of Hope, or the Town of Hope. Looks like 45 Crusaders. You can imagine how big of a deal that would be if you were trying to fight the undead here for that final battle. We are going to get on over here to Metaluna. And we will go defeat Anna finally. Finally, she will be defeated. About darn time. I think that she's probably sitting there thinking, why am I still alive? Usually I get defeated in the first like 5 minutes. And I say to myself, yep, you are right. This time it just didn't work out that way. Oh, we are out of movement points. It's going to take us one whole extra a day. We are now in a race against the clock. We could let the clock run out, or we can just try and go get her real quick. It'll be slower to go and get her, only in the sense that it's going to cost us time to Dimension Door and things like that. It'll take more turns to do it the other way, but it'll take us less time to just simply hit spacebar a couple of times. Anna goes down. Orange is not defeated? What? Oh, there's Tripoli. Alright, well, Carfax Abbey. Let's go get that then. I feel much better that I went after her then. I would have felt very foolish if I had waited and there was a problem. 45 spell points. I'm going to wait overnight. And then that should be the scenario. Folks, if you've liked this playthrough, let me know. If you think that this was cheesy of me to use Dimension Door and just abuse it the way I have, you could talk me into playing without Town Portal, playing without Dimension Door. But this scenario, as it stands, I mean, this took me, what, 3 hours? It would be an 8-hour adventure if I go without Dimension Door, without Town Portal. Do you really want to see 8 hours of Ghost Planet? You tell me. You let me know. Okay, what else is out here? What in tarnation? I'm looking at the mini-map, trying to figure out what else is out here. What else is the enemy doing? Blue, blue, blue. Hold on. We got View Towns. Let's just cast View Towns. And just go by piece by piece. If you see any orange on the map, you let me know. There's a hero here. Yep. There's the Goblin Lord here. Let's go to Absinthe. and then we will end the map that way. Yeah, at this point I could just wait, but why? But again, yeah, I can be talked into doing this the long way, but so many hours is just so many hours. And as it stands, I ended up getting pretty tired in this map. There's more? What else is there? What else is there? I'm not even mad at this point. I'm just amazed. Let me just hit end turn. Maybe we'll see some movement somewhere. No. No movement. Huh. No. 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 Whoa, I can't defeat yellow. And I'm not seeing anything on the mini-map that indicates that there's a castle left over. Maybe there's just one single hero somewhere. Wait. Was there a hero like in these stone lifts and he was just stuck? Aha! Airy. Found you. He was a sneaky guy, actually. I'm pretty impressed with his level of... Oh, there's a word for it. Arcadia. His level of subterfuge. That's the word I was looking for, subterfuge. And because we do have the brown barrier, he is not going to be able to escape for too much longer. This was the only way we could have gotten him too, funny enough. Okay, orange player's been vanquished, folks. That is Ghost Planet in a nutshell. How many days did that take us? It's month 5, week 2, day 2. If you want to do a faster job than me, be my guest as well. I would always love to hear people's high scores on these maps, with or without Dimension Door, with or without the town portals. Otherwise, we clearly finished with over 6,000 ghosts, nearly 10,000 skeletons. This was a fun map. The enemy is beaten, your side has triumphed. Let's see what our score is. I'm guessing it's not very high. Yeah, score of 214, that is a rating of a Phoenix. 121 days. Even with the difficulty modifier, that's not going to be that much. So, thanks for being here. My name is FixFox, and I will catch you with the Voyage Home Scenario 2 next time. Until then, take care of you, take care of your family, and I will see you next time.